Somebody give me some Becky right now.
I failed as a white parent. Raising this fucking Curdy.
Well, you know who failed as a white parent, too? That guy. You say you know him, the guy who it turns out might be white.
Oh, yes. He followed him on Facebook. That's the kid, Sean.
First of all, Mike Yard's with us.
Yeah, Mike Yard's here.
From the Larry Wilmore Show.
Mike, say something.
What up? We the boys. I like that.
You
I like that
Yeah.
intro.
You know that's all me, Mike. You know
I know that was you. I was looking at Kurt like, he co-signed this?
He got no choice. He got a Black Lives Matter on his show.
Sherrod's a bully.
No. I tried to tell him black feelings don't matter.
He bullies just like Black Lives Matter.
If you think I'm bullying, ask Kurt to think of a song right now. Any song.
I'll tell you what, though. I told you I like that other one you played.
I know you like the song, but name a song that you just know that you like.
I don't have one because I'm not.
And working like your whole life.
You don't listen to music, bro?
No.
No, I do listen to music, but I don't like.
Not on purpose.
No, I do.
Like in the elevator or the cab.
I don't give a shit like that where it's like, you know, people go like, that song saved my life. Like, that will never come out of my mouth.
Yeah, I don't know that experience.
Really?
No. My Adidas by Run DMC did pretty much. It saved me from some Converse.
It helped you run faster.
Yeah. Well, I didn't have them tied up. I had them, you know. I had the fat laces.
You could never run in those.
No, those are like slippers. You just put your feet in, slip them in.
Yeah, they're not running shoes.
No.
It's like ISIS wear.
Who are you? We got so much to talk about today. There's so much going on.
I know. So you think?
Wait, Mike, this your first time on the show?
This is my first time on the show.
I've been trying to get Mike on the show.
Yeah,
he's blowing up now. He's over there at Larry Wilmore.
I know. That's what's
and that black magician stole him away from us.
Yeah, that motherfucker will not tell you how he do them tricks, boy.
Oh, they never tell you.
That's right. Larry knows magic.
But you know what he told me though? He said if I told you, it would ruin magic for you. So apparently it's real simplistic.
What am I, 7? Yeah, ruin it for me, nigga. I'm fucking girls in the butt. I think I can take knowing how to do a joke.
Damn.
I don't want to ruin
okay, it's that kind of show.
I don't want to ruin the magic.
Fucking girls in the butt is on the table. Okay.
Wait, guys.
I didn't know that.
Don't ruin the magic of where my dick disappeared to. I thought it just disappeared. I didn't know it was in a butt.
Goes somewhere, Kurt. It definitely goes. It ends up somewhere.
I just don't look, and I just move forward. And I go, where'd my dick go? You're going to ruin it for me.
That is kind of magical, isn't it?
Tell Larry to stop being secretive with his jokes.
I know. He won't tell me how to do that shit, man.
Him and who else is the magician who's a comedian? Harrison.
Harrison Greenbaum.
Yeah, Harrison's a good magician, too.
Dude, when I was in Anchorage, this was like years ago, I was hanging out with this dude that he had been an assistant to David Copperfield. Okay, and he fucking hated David Copperfield's guts.
I believe it, because David Copperfield's taking all the pussy.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He goes, oh yeah, but dude, he couldn't wait to tell me bad shit about David Copperfield. he goes, yeah, you know those rape charges? He did it. I'm like, I was not even aware.
It was like your name again?
Is this guy still on the payroll?
No, he's in Anchorage. I was not even aware there was a rape charge.
Damn, I didn't know that either.
Well, apparently David Copperfield has this island that he takes girls to, and you have to sign a confidentiality.
Copperfield Island?
Wait, is this true? Is this true?
Yes.
Did you just make that up?
No, that's true shit.
Escape from Copperfield
Can't wait
Island.
to own an island.
But this is
anything happens there, man. International waters.
What happens on my island stays on my island.
Remember the Statue of Liberty trick? We made the whole Statue of Liberty disappear?
Yes.
The guy's like, you want to know how he did it? I'm like, yeah. They just fucking did it with camera trick and paid the whole audience to pretend it happened.
Yeah.
And it just never happen. It's that lame. I believe it. I thought there was like mirrors. No. They just paid a bunch of people.
But that's not the same as with the card tricks, though, because they do that right in front of you.
So you mean those two homeless guys that were high-fiving were lying? Shut up.
I don't remember the crowd being too homeless guys.
He did it!
If you high five at a magic show, you got issues.
Who cares?
You see, every trick has a pledge, a term, and a third part.
That's whack as
The
shit.
prestige.
What, just to say that they did it? And
yeah, just to pay people to act like it happened.
That's the Kardashians.
Tell that.
That's a whole fucking network over there.
I heard Bruce Jenner's not even a woman. That's just a camera trick.
Really?
Yeah. I heard there's some camera trick.
Is he still tucking or
to make him look like Lynn Coplitz.
Oh, shit.
Boy. Shots
I'm just meant he looks great.
fired.
She looks great.
You couldn't wait to get that line.
Damn.
I knew it from when you said it.
Lynn Coplitz, let me go on the record. I think Lynn Coplitz is way hotter than
definitely
Caitlyn or Bruce, whatever.
It's just a simple joke. And by the way,
definitely in a dark room, I'd knock them both down.
Of course you would.
I'll go Bruce
I don't
first,
care
though.
what mess is
Caitlin,
down
I'm
there.
going Caitlin first. I just want to see that mess.
Yeah, whatever it is, it's
What's
going in my
going on?
mouth.
I don't care what comes out when the zipper comes down. It's going in my mouth.
And I will stay out of that conversation.
No, Mike, you will stay in this.
It's about
I would
progression, Mike.
definitely
No, Mike,
give it.
throw
Lynn
in.
Coplitz can get it. And Caitlyn Jenner can't even watch. You got to turn around and stand in the corner, Caitlyn.
But he's an
Caitlyn.
Olympian.
I don't give a shit. Have your medal around your neck while you
I'll
stand in the
bet
corner.
Caitlyn Jenner gives Olympic level Becky.
No question about it. How Becky has a bone.
I don't think I was
She knows how
prepared
to
for
do
this
it.
type of show.
Well, that's what it is.
Caitlin does have a little Paul
It's mostly
McCartney
we talk
in the face.
about what transsexuals we would fuck. I should have told you that.
Yeah, you should have said that in the text or something.
We called it race wars just to trick black people in here
I
to
know,
make
I-
them feel weird.
Yes.
I thought we were going to be screaming at white people all night.
No.
You talking about fucking transsexual. This is not what I signed up for, fellas.
How do you think we got an Opie and Jimmy Norton contract? How do you think Jimmy brought our show on? Because
Jimmy
we-
sponsored us.
Jim Norton, you should have told me that. And then I would have known what to expect.
Jimmy said
Jim
we have to spend the first half hour talking about
Talking about sword fights.
Jim Norton don't know how to sell a
penis
show without fucking transsexual as part of the show.
You got to squeeze it in.
Any show. Okay, there's a family. They got 3 kids, and the dad is fucking the transsexual next door.
Yeah.
That's a sitcom.
By the
a show.
way, do you hear the news about Josh Duggar?
Well, so
Yeah, he was on the Ashley Madison list.
Yeah.
Well, you know, I'm not
How
going to point
awesome
fingers at
is
that.
that?
I'm sure I got a couple accounts on there. Me and my cousin Tone, we fill out accounts for each other all the time.
Do you
That
really?
motherfucker got some boy-on-boy stuff coming to his emails.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, that's what I do. But yeah, we all been through. Yeah, come on. We signed each other up for everything.
Yeah, I don't know
Oh
about
my
that.
God. So,
The J-Date, he got a couple J-Date accounts. I set him up for him.
Mike, how mad are you right now at the fat Jew?
I
That's- yeah,
heard.
there we go.
You know what? I just heard about this dude today.
I know.
Well, let Caitlin tell you a little something about it. You got the fat Jew story, Caitlin?
Yeah.
Yeah,
We'll
absolutely.
just go to that one real fast.
All right, sure. Well, I mean, Josh Ostrovsky, I guess,
Right.
or better known as the Fat Jew, has been making headlines for the past few months for being successful stealing other people's jokes. But it looks like industry folks are arguing about it, saying that what he lent was his curating ability
Fuck
and
you.
unique commentary on other people's Instagram posts.
Wow.
And Ted
Industry-
Alexandro, he had one of Ted Alexandro's jokes up
Wow.
there.
Oh, yeah.
Ted gets ripped off a lot, by the way. He's
Yeah.
a pretty ripped off guy, but the industry sucks so bad.
Jesus.
First of all, the fat Jew signed with CAA, which why don't you say a fat Jew signs with fat Jews?
As a-
Number one.
Yes.
Wait, isn't his name the
Why
Fat
point out
Jewish?
just one Jew in that room?
Yeah. Well, I did a show with him.
Wait,
at
is his name not the Fat Jewish or is it the Fat Jew?
His
Instagram.
His title, I guess his account is called the Fat Jewish, but he's officially the Fat Jew, right?
Ah.
So
Karen?
what's the name we call him behind his back? If he's
Well,
thinking that one.
that's what he's
Dirt
clever.
bag?
Thieving Jew?
The
That-
dirt
yeah,
bag? How about
That's-
that?
Hitler had some good ideas, the guy. Well, because the people who hate the fat Jew, this is what I saw on Twitter, which it still cracks me up. Because when people start bashing him now, he picked this name that you just sound like an anti-Semite. Somebody's
Yeah.
like, the fat Jew
That's kind of
steals."
brilliant, though.
It's brilliant.
If you think about it, it's brilliant. If you're going to make a career stealing people's shit, you know they're going to come at you. And if your name is a Fat Jew, they can't really. 'Cause-
What? What
Well,
are
you
saying
can change
about
that
fat
Jew for a
Jews?
different word.
Yeah, you could change it, but then you won't really know who you're talking
Well,
about.
I met him for 2 seconds at Caroline's. I was doing some guys. It was like a podcast
I was
talk show.
thinking kike, by the way.
That's
word
much
was
better.
kike. For
That's
those-
much better,
For those
Sherrod.
scoring at home, it was
Karen,
kike. The word
mash
was
your
kike.
fucking beaver into Sherrod for the kike ceremony. Where's my
Is that
Jew
part of the
girlfriend?
deal?
I'm just
Mashing
saying what
beavers
racist
in the
people
face?
could put out there.
No,
and
that's
change
for
the-
our He-Man
That's
stuff.
just for, okay.
That's for the N-word, but we'll get to that in a minute.
Yeah.
But I saw it was like a talk show. I can't remember the guy's name, but I've done it a couple times, and they were like, so I never heard of this guy because I don't go on fucking Instagram.
Yeah, I didn't know about him until people
I'm
was
not a young
outraged about
girl.
him.
But so they go, yeah, you're up next. The fat Jew's going on first. And I was like, what's the fat Jew? Is that it? They go, yeah, it's this guy on Instagram. I just see this fat fuck with the stupidest hair I've ever seen.
I thought it was going to be Jeff Garland.
But
I didn't know who he was, but I recognized him from the Seamless commercials that he's got going on.
But first of all, why? Before we even get to stealing, if you just look at him for 2 seconds and see why was he not dismissed? This is what I don't get: is why he even got to this point.
Or like, yeah, why did he
Because
get
I
this
know
far?
why CAA and Comedy Central, they didn't pay no attention to what he did.
You
They
would
went,
think Comedy
he's got
Central-
1 million followers. That's
Yeah.
all they did.
You
So,
would think Comedy Central, being about comedy and all,
I
they
wouldn't.
would look deeper into it.
I think the people that I like at Comedy Central are the ones that know, but you understand it's a huge corporation. It's got to put, Somebody had to approve Secret Girlfriend when it was on.
Did anybody have like an angry email that they can put out and say, hey, I was always against this?
Comedy Central backed out of it, I believe, right?
Yeah, they backed out of the deal, but he's still signed with CAA, which is fucking, that shit is insane to me.
He's also got a book coming out and doing Nicole Rishi's like a reality TV show.
Maybe he'll explain everything that's going on with the.
Has he said anything?
I want him on the show bad as shit. If you listen, Fat Jew.
Yeah. Maybe he's got a good...
obese Hebrew.
I want the obese Jew on the show.
We want you on this
chunky
show.
Israelite.
He changed.
I figured I'd throw one in.
He changed his Instagram profile to United States Creative Director of the Internet Curatorial Affairs.
Okay.
Fat Jew.
That's
right
enough
on
of the
top.
Fat Jew story.
He's a curator.
The card.
Honest to God,
I want him in though.
I guess that is kind of a curator.
He's a
Isn't
curator.
that what they do?
So what are you, an agent now that doesn't pay people? Well, you really are a fat Jew.
He found a new way to Jew us out of all comedy money.
Holy
Just
shit.
steal your
holy
jokes.
shit.
Let me just see if I understand.
He's a black belt Jew.
So he's Jewing people out of their jokes? Is that really what I guess everyone should have saw this coming.
We have nobody to blame but
How
ourselves.
much can we put? I mean, we all read The Poison Mushroom.
Oh, my God. I love this show already.
Do you know what The Poison Mushroom is?
No, what's
Have
that?
you ever been to the Holocaust Museum?
Why would I? They got good hot dogs, nigga?
To see people get what?
Nothing.
I don't know.
No, I went several times with my class. It was great.
Did you?
No, but
Did you
yes.
ever hear? There's a
You
comic.
talking about in Germany?
No, the one in
New York.
D.C.
Oh, in D.C. No,
Well,
I went to the Guggenheim.
But see, because I went because Jehovah's were in the Holocaust, so they had a little plaque to Jehovah's. That's why we went to go look at.
So
our
y'all
little...
went all the way there just to see a little Jehovah plaque.
Well, I wanted to experience the fun of the museum too.
You said the fun of the Holocaust Museum.
I don't know who the comic is. Mark Maron told me a long time ago about this comic. I don't think he does comedy anymore, but he had this great joke about if you go through the Holocaust Museum backwards, it's like a much more fun.
Yes, it like it never happened. Yeah.
Hitler built factories that made millions of Jews. It's just a better experience for your family.
This moonwalk right through there, huh?
My advice is to moonwalk.
Moonwalk yourself to a better story.
Jesus.
Oh, the fat Jew.
The fat Jew.
He's giving Jews a bad name, man.
I know, even more than those airplane.
Carlos
Hasidics.
Mencia all over again,
Who,
huh?
Karen, tell me about your doctor. Where's Karen? What? Yeah, because we're just talking, because you know how these Hasidics won't get on a fucking plane. Like, flights get held up.
Oh, yeah.
Now.
I shared that on Facebook. Flights get held up, mostly to Israel, though. Dan Adamans pointed that out to me.
Yeah.
That the Hasidics won't sit next to women on the plane.
Yeah, so it's up to the regular Jews to fucking hack these people to death. But, Karen.
Yeah, it's a Jew on Jew type of situation.
Because she just went to her doctor today because you were going for your Jew disease.
Go on.
Karen has
Wait, she has Jew beaties?
No, wait, tell the people.
She has Crohn's, aka Jewibetes.
They call it Jew beaties. It's dangerous, man.
So tell me what happens with your doctor, because it turns out most of his patients are Hasidic.
Okay, so just after I said that and I went to the doctor, the room was empty and everyone was very nice to me. But usually it's full of Hasidic Jews and just regular people who have to go see the doctor.
Whoa, Hasids are regular people. What kind of language?
Let me explain why they're not.
Was that race bait?
Well, Dan Natterman told me that what I was saying was bad for the Jews, but I don't identify with Hasids on any level at all. They've always treated me like assholes, and they don't see me as one of them, and I don't see them as one of me.
How are they not Kurt? All right, continue.
They like me fine.
You just described your whole relationship, but go ahead.
Yeah, they're just nasty. They won't sit next to you.
Right.
And they won't even do you the courtesy of looking at you and then not sitting next to you.
Well,
do you know
don't
what I
they
mean?
get up and
Yeah.
move?
They'll
That's
get up
what
and
you told
move.
me.
The women also, by the way, because it's not enough that you're a woman, you're also not in their little cult. So
Right.
that's enough to make you dirty. Plus, you got the stinky pussy, so it's like all bets are
Yeah,
off.
how do you
and no
know
one can
this
even
is
be near you.
not just because of your stinky pussy? That's why I want
I
to
know.
Why do they think you have a stinky pussy?
I'm
What's
just
the
saying.
history on that?
Yeah, pull your pants up.
And how are they calling somebody's anything stinky?
Karen, zip your
I
frock.
live in Brooklyn, goddammit. I'm from Brooklyn,
I
man.
think your argument
Let's be
fails
fair.
when you say you have a stinky pussy. I
Yeah.
think that is a fair reason
They're
why
just clean people.
not
Fair
to be
enough.
around somebody if your
That's
pussy
it.
is stink.
Well, here's the thing,
I'm
though.
sorry, you gotta
yeah,
leave
but
my house.
it can't be worse than the woman wearing a wig and a giant denim skirt and a hat on top of the wig and a vest on top of the hat.
Do they put all that on their wagina too as well? There's a little wig on there. That'd be
the
cute.
whole
That's- I've done-
religion is vagina smothering.
Yeah.
Yeah, keep that shit under
Well, I
there.
used to walk my dog, and remember the fucking Hasidics? Dude, when I just walked by with I guess dogs are an unclean animal or something, but these dudes would flatten up against the wall. Like, I'm not even near them, dude. They're flatten up against the wall, like, oh, God. Like,
No,
now,
I
know.
in fairness to them, my dog's name is Adolf, and
I know. I tried to do a field shoot in a Hasidic neighborhood, and nobody would talk to me. Dude.
Oh, really?
None of them, dude. I was
for the
out
damn-
there
for the nightly
for the show. Yeah, we were doing a field piece, and we were trying to get some feedback
Where were
from
you?
us in Williamsburg, and none. When I tell you, nobody would talk to me, dude.
What?
None of them. They would stop and be like, "What are you doing?" "Oh, I'm filming something," and just walk off. There was 90% of them didn't even really acknowledge the fact that I was there. I'm like, you see me?
Yeah.
I'm 6'2", black as fuck.
yeah, well, sounds like you're describing the problem.
You know? At least,
I guess you've got it in a nutshell.
but at least look at me like, no, too intimidating, or
Yes,
no,
look at
scary.
me before
But
you
don't
avoid me.
even look at me and avoid me. That was the worst part of it.
That is too funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was ready to regress quick.
They are really, well, you know, they don't
But
mingle.
Dan's wrong about that. That encourages anti-Semitism, because what encourages anti-Semitism is these assholes, is their shitty ass behavior. So other Jews that are not like that, calling them out does nothing but help Jews. Do you know what I mean? Like, Jews calling out somebody pulling some in their name bullshit can only help Jews.
I
I've
agree.
also never
I agree.
known anti-Semites
Any
need a
religion.
good reason to hate Jews.
I
It's
know,
not
yeah.
because of their actions. It's just being a Jew. So you're not furthering or detracting from the cause, I think.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
You're not
not
gonna,
most Jews, by the way.
Wait,
They're
'cause
the
you talk
very
good about
visible.
fucking- If you talk good about Haredi, people are going to stop hating Jews or something. Get the fuck out of here. They're not.
But isn't it like way worse to stick up for inexcusable people of your own? Like, to rat your own people out for being awful is a more like dignified thing than standing up for people just on the basis of the fact that they share kind of your religion. We don't even really practice the same religion. I don't practice it how they do it.
But
tell you this.
what do you mean by by not at all? You if by ordering bacon anytime I get it, is that what you mean?
Let's move on to Jared. Enough Jew. I'm Jewed out.
Yeah. That,
I'm all
we
Jew.
really
I
did
feel like
get
I just
fat
paid
Jew.
my rent.
We
Listen.
got to try to get the fat Jew. I really do feel like we just paid the rent on Race Wars just now.
Yes, we did. So, Jared, your boy Jared.
My best friend Jared.
Best friend Jared
We went to-
pleading guilty.
We went to Hebrew school together.
So disappointing.
He said it was 3 counts, but he said it was 2 counts of mingling with the youngins.
Ooh, something
It
about
turns out it was 16 counts.
It's a whole network.
It was twice in New York City, near my house, this animal.
dude, it goes
At the Plaza Hotel, near my house, Kurt.
because I know,
Damn.
and no one invited you. That's the worst part.
I can at least help with the decorations. I know what kids like.
But
Damn.
Jared, as young as
I mean, I'm not going to
6,
fuck them,
dude,
but I'll help
Yep.
with the decorations.
Yeah, make sure you clear that shit
Yeah, I ain't gonna
up.
fuck them. They can't handle what I'm packing. Apparently, Jared got a
like-
small dick.
I'm like,
If you chasing little girls, nigga. I got tired of fucking little girls when I was a little boy.
You know, my dick is mostly.
Grown dick.
There's nothing
My-
sexy about little girls. How the fuck do you look at a little girl and be like, that's what I'm talking about?
I used to really be into 13-year-olds when I was 13.
When I was 11.
And then when I was 14, I was like, fuck these little bitches. I want 15
I want
now.
grown women.
Yeah.
But some people got Arrested Development, though. Some people don't graduate in their mind states. I'm gonna
But
make-
those people go to jail.
Well, apparently, Jared, he's not going to fare well in
You don't
prison,
think,
right?
Wait,
He's
you don't
gonna
think
be end
Jared's
up in
gonna
a
make
Subway
it?
sandwich.
That motherfucker is going to be the meat, the lettuce,
Everything.
the bread,
The mayo.
definitely the mayo.
Oh my god,
He gonna have mayo all on his back every night.
he's gonna
That's
be,
right. I went there.
He's
I'll
gonna
live
be
there.
the end of Boogie Nights. Like, shut up, Jared. He's gonna have his dumb glasses on. The guy's gonna take his magazine.
Jared, you
He's
are
gonna see
getting
a
fucked
big-
in
A
prison.
big
Let's
black
just
hand. You're never gonna see the guy like, shut up, Jared.
no more innuendo. Somebody's fucking you in jail, Jared.
And here
It's
comes the
gonna
weight
happen.
again because there's too much salt in that prison food.
Yeah.
And you the
weight.
Subway dude? Do you know how much points you get for the Subway dude to be a bitch?
You're going to be locked
Oh
up
my
and fat.
God.
You're going to be locked up and fat now? That's just going to be a beating.
They're gonna
Hey.
be fighting over him.
I lost 700 pounds.
He's going to
eating
gain all the weight back in a black dick.
I lost 700 pounds and gained 10 pounds
I
of
gained
dick.
it, I lost it. I gained it, I lost it. I gained it. Stop it. I gained it, I lost it.
It's a yo-yo
Oh.
diet.
Heavy.
He's on this yo-yo diet.
Oh my God.
Oh, Jared.
Oh, Jarity.
Yeah, well,
Jarity Folgely.
he has a long Goldstein. Where's Goldstein?
He's right behind you.
So what did you tell me he ran the porno ring? And I was like, what do you mean by a porno ring? When
In college, he ran a porno video ring out of his dorm room. Like
Right.
all the red VHS tapes. He
Was
had
this
all
for
of them.
kids?
This was like in the
No.
80s when we had VHS tapes.
Right, so he had all
He
that in
had
his-
hundreds of them, and people used to line up by his dorm room
and rent them out?
and rent them out. He was West Coast Video in his dorm
In
room.
his dorm room. I can see that. I can see doing
That's
that.
pretty smart, though. I wish I
But was
would've
it
done
any
that.
child porn involved in this kind of shit?
Probably.
You're right.
He had the $5 foot long, $6 foot long.
Shameful.
Jared is a
That's
smart
shameful.
guy. He figured out how to lose weight by eating sub sandwiches, which no scientist has ever done before.
Only a psychopath would do it in the first place.
Yeah.
And now we see what kind of psychopath it takes.
And he stuck to his diet.
A
Just
fucking
this
pedophile.
sandwich and a tiny girl.
Tuna again, child. That's fucking cracked him. It broke him down, nigga. You eat 1,200 tuna sandwiches, nigga. You gonna be fucking anything more past
I
you.
don't know. That's the only thing I order when I go to Subway, so I maybe got to slow down on the tuna sandwiches. Does it
I
make you
wouldn't
find
recommend
young girls hot? Is that what they put in
I
that
wouldn't
tuna?
recommend it, is what I'm saying.
the
The
fuck?
head of the Jared Foundation, which was set
He
up
has
to
a foundation?
Oh yeah,
It's
to
charitable.
combat child obesity.
That's the dude who sent it to him.
He was filming kids in his house. He set up secret cameras by the pool and in the shower, and would like
Yeah.
invite kids over, presumably from this foundation he had of newly
Sound
fit
like the
kids.
dude from Penn State.
Yeah.
You know what? If you need the Sandwich Dudes Foundation to save you, what the fuck is going wrong in
I
your
didn't
generation,
know-
in your
yeah.
fucking bloodstream?
Someone called the Jared Foundation.
It's like the only guy who can bring us out of this is the Sandwich Dude.
I just want to know if Jared's going to try to get out of this by holding up his pants again. But guys, remember?
I know. You know how many kids can fit in here? There's a whole preschool when he's fucking.
But I'm a weight loss success story.
Wow.
I'm not surprised Subway didn't realize that he was into child porn since they just found out about avocado.
That's right. They were slow on the case. You're saying what you're saying? They were real slow on the case.
Oh, that's
They
true.
just figured out that avocado exists.
That's insane to me,
Jared,
man.
if you ruin this
It's
avocado
sad.
promo,
There really is,
with
man.
your hijinks.
Because you know what? There's kids behind that shit.
What do you
What
mean?
a dirtbag. He's
Yeah.
fucking kids.
Yeah, fucking kids.
They're kids behind
And first of
that
all,
story.
he came to New York and banged the girl, 17-year-old girl, twice in 2 different hotels. One time in
Right.
Battery Park, one time in the Plaza. First of all, 17? What kind of sicko are you that you won't get an 18-year-old where it's legal?
Exactly.
You need that 6 months to jerk off on? Like, 4 months left. It's like, that's what you beating off to?
You know,
Fucking sandwich animal?
No.
Ain't 1 year. You can do.
Barely legal isn't enough.
I think I was mostly offended that
I mean,
he
for the
only
love
paid
of
her
God.
$100.
For the love of God, why you can't bang an 18-year-old girl?
and he only paid $100.
Yeah.
Well, I'm with that. That part I don't give.
I want that fucking.
You don't negotiate
There's
prostitutes'
I
rates.
like what your
There's
line
no
is, Sherrod.
fucking-
I don't care what age you
Yeah.
are. I'm not trying to say prostitutes should
There,
get more.
first of all,
That's a Caitlyn said
yeah,
that.
that's Caitlin's dumb
Shut up,
shit.
Caitlyn. Women should get more
Yeah.
for fuck.
There is
Shut
no
up.
pussy on this planet
Shut
worth
up.
more than $100. That's fucking generous.
Ever.
I don't know. Talk
Ever.
to Elliot Spitzer.
It was.
he's
Was
an
it worth
idiot.
it? He will say it's
He's
not
a
worth it.
fucking
What
idiot.
That
was
must have been some amazing pussy, because
Talking about she only got $100.
Fucking, I'd have made
Who
that chick
cares
pay
what
for
she
the
got?
date.
She's a prostitute.
Yeah. Dude, you are dumb as shit if you pay over $100 for any pussy. And I say this, I've never, well, I did one time. I paid $1.50 once, but it was a pretty good deal.
I paid $1.50 once, and it was for a group of girls.
Really?
Yeah, boy, could they take a punch. But they were old enough.
Were you at the Jared Subway Foundation? Is that right?
I was at Cosby's. Anywho.
I was at Bill Cosby's Sleepy Time Resort. And,
So here's the question. Sleepy time resort.
no one will ever believe you. Have you ever been to that place?
They let you take the pillows.
No one will ever believe you, resort.
Bill Cosby's You Were Never Here Resort.
It's like Neverland.
I don't. Well, if you let Bill Cosby tell it, though, he wasn't wrong in his mind.
What?
He
No,
felt like,
tell your mom about the
like he
orgasm.
read those girls right. That's what he said, right? He
Yeah.
said, "I know how to deal with these romantic things."
Yeah, give you
So
a drug.
apparently, she gave him a sign like it was cool to drop the pill.
Right.
If you let him tell it, that's how it comes off.
gave him a
like,
little winky
yeah,
wink?
they was like,
Yeah.
"It's time." And
So-
he was like, bitch, who's going night night? Ready to go night night, bitch.
What was the sign? What was the sign? They yawned. he starts
I mean,
talking about
damn.
the importance of college, and they start to nod off. And he's, let me push it along. Now you see, you have to reach your full potential. When they wake up,
She
he's in
was
the
down,
world's
he
worst robe.
said. She was down.
Who's worse, though?
All 42 of them.
Jared or Cosby? Who you think is?
Fuck, man.
Jared, all day.
course.
You fucking kids, you're the lowest of the low, my dude.
Who is worse? Yeah, but
How do you get worse than fucking people, than fucking
I
children?
mean, knocking people out. There's one girl he knocked
yeah,
out.
but they were adults.
Yeah.
I mean, not saying. I mean, all this shit is wrong.
Right,
But
all
I
this
mean,
shit is
I
disgusting.
mean, it's really hard to fucking. I guess
It's
the
gross.
kids are worse.
So you
right?
would really
Kids gotta be worse.
contemplate?
You
You would
ruining their
really
lives.
hold up, Kurt. You
Yeah.
really sitting here contemplating
'Cause
whether
I don't
fucking
think
children
I
is
don't-
But we're
worse
not talking
than.
about kids. He's got
Caitlin, shut up. No one brought you in. I don't know. You see Caitlin creeping back on
She
from
creeping
more than her
in.
news show?
Turn that mic
You know?
off.
Get her goddamn mic off.
What are we doing here?
Caitlin just got offended. This bitch got $100. She should have got $25, and that's how much you should have got.
More than enough.
Ah, damn it.
Okay, finish your point.
I actually forgot my point. Oh, you know what? I refuse to believe a child's life is worth more than mine. I know I'm supposed to, but I don't.
You don't think that it's
Like if I get raped,
right?
it's worse than any child because it happened to me. How about that? Nobody's life matters more than mine. I don't know if you know this, but there's one life that matters to me. Mine.
As your girlfriend sits in the room.
Gotta
She
love
knows.
me.
Trust me, she knows.
Gotta love me first.
Can't love
I
nobody
gotta
else.
love me before I can love you.
Yeah,
That's right.
Patrice said it best.
Oh man.
It comes.
Yeah, I think a child
Love
always
it.
wins in my butt, homie.
Well, in prison, I guess they'd say a child molester. Right?
They're gonna separate him though too. He'll be separated in prison from the from general population, right?
Rapists are gonna look at him like, what a dirtbag.
Yeah, they're gonna try to get him.
Yeah.
They're gonna try to stick the sandwich, dude. Why would
He's getting
you?
fucked in jail.
Uh,
That's not even a question.
That's not even a
Somebody
question.
is fucking him in jail.
and the card's gonna let it happen.
Matter of fact, I think there's going to be brawls in the yard over who gets to fuck Jared.
I agree.
That's what I think is
Jerry's
going to
get people killed.
He's a hot
Exactly.
dog.
People are going to
fucking
die in
murdered.
jail because
Jared is-
somebody's got to fuck Jared.
He's like Nicki Minaj when he's break those prison doors.
He's got.
He's gonna be in the prison, the Nicki Minaj in the
Dude,
prison yard.
how much did you love that wax sculpture of Nicki Minaj? Did you see that?
No.
Oh, yeah, they got
let me
the
show
wax.
you. Can we?
Is she going to be at
He's
Madame
scattered.
Tussauds?
Yeah, she's there already.
They
Got a
made
wax.
a picture of
The
her.
ass should have had more.
That's fast, Nikki.
They added 20 pounds. They should have added more, like 20 pounds more wax to that.
Dude,
ass.
so the reason I
It's
found
like a
it,
statue of Meek Mill all the way in the background of her statue.
His
Body blow, body blow.
His
No,
statue's
this is-
outside waiting
first of
online.
all, the reason,
Statue can't even come in.
His statue needs
Mike,
tickets.
Now wait, Mike, you're gonna start laughing when I show you this,
Okay.
but let me just set it up first because I found this because a fucking man,
got offended?
tweeted how sickened he was by what I'm gonna show you, which I found to be the funniest thing I saw all day.
Kurt, I
Ready?
sent you that in
Okay.
confidence.
Wait, who? That's not Nikki, is
That's
it?
the wax. That's the wax
It's
figure.
wax
Oh,
Nikki.
shit.
Look,
She looked
he
good,
grabbed
though.
her hair. He grabbed her fucking hair.
He grabbed the wax figure's hair,
so like
and he's
it-
doggy styling.
I,
So,
I want to take a picture like that.
I want to fuck that wax
Dude,
figure.
Yeah,
so,
that wax
Fuck the
figure
shit
could
out of
get
Candle.
it.
But
Tear that
whoever
Candle
put her-
ass up, nigga.
Like, listen, I don't know.
Tear up
Maybe
some
they should
Candle
have.
ass.
I guess the people are saying they should have like just put her on the mic, you know, to like give her some dignity instead of this. But this is her fucking.
That's some
pose.
videos and stuff.
That's
yeah.
a fucking video. But they should Azalea
Give her
Banks.
some
But then she have to co-sign that shit. Don't you got to sign off
She had
on
to
that?
approve it, right?
I don't think so.
Nah,
Yeah.
you don't. You think they could
No.
just? She did, don't she?
No,
she does.
No, you got to have a mold made. Of
Yeah,
you.
you got to have
Her
a mold
team
made
is
of you.
cool with it. It's a
From her
statue from her Anaconda video, and her
Right.
team signed off on it, and dudes are trying to fuck it.
Why wouldn't
Listen,
you though?
I would
I hope
really
they
fuck it.
carved a fucking butthole in this thing.
I would bust all up in that candle
Hold
ass.
on, is there a
Busted it.
sign that says please do not drill a butthole in the Nicki Minaj?
And that's a nice pose too.
Attention, please do not get fluids on the Nicki Minaj, the wax.
Because 9 months later, you're going to be raising fucking birthday candles, birthday cake candles.
Holy shit, I got a whole picnic plan for
That's
this.
what comes
Nicki-
out when you get them pregnant, right?
That
Birthday
is
cake.
a funny ass.
All right,
picture.
listen, I have a resource field trip plan to get this wax sculpture pregnant.
What, is it right here on 42nd Street?
I don't think so. I don't think
hope
so.
No.
I'm not sure. I don't
It
think it's the
is?
one. It is? It's the one in New York.
Oh, shit.
Oh, man.
God.
Field trip.
Field trip.
I am gonna fuck the shit out of
We're
that
going to have to get
sculpture.
each side of it. Like, I'm going to get the back, you get the mouth. We're
God.
going to have to mouth ass that thing.
Look, people
I don't care if it's
offend-
kids around or whatever. I don't
People
know the way
offended.
kids are.
If you're offended
Judah's
by the
here,
Nicki
too. Judah just
Minaj
got
wax
here. Judah
sculpture,
Friedlander.
if you're offended, please just understand they had to replace the Jared from Subway sculpture with something.
That's funny.
Judah Friedlander.
I should be ashamed
the
of myself
world
as a black
champion.
man. Judah walks in with a Black Lives Matter T-shirt on.
Yes, he's too
I
funny.
don't even fucking own one.
Oh, Judah's hilarious. Fuck fucking Judy.
You ain't shit. He just wanted you knew that neither me nor Sherrod would have a Black Lives Matter anything on.
I have a black life, so I don't have to wear a t-shirt. What the fuck I need a t-shirt for? Nigga, I'll live it.
Sherrod, can you please put a shirt on so I know if you matter? Wait a minute.
Oh, man, Judah, that's priceless.
Dude, my favorite story was that guy from Berkeley, that old white guy, who made his own handmade "Stop Killing Black Men"
t-shirt. Oh, yeah.
And then this black guy hit him in the face with a hammer at the protest.
But did he kill him? Maybe he didn't kill him.
No, he said went to the hospital. First, there's nothing I love more than a Berkeley liberal getting hit with a hammer by the people he was trying to help. That's, I mean, there's nothing sweeter than that. But
I love Judah's t-shirt. Judah, where'd you get it?
I got it in Harlem yesterday.
Were you at a rally?
Was it at Ted Alexandro's house?
Yeah. I've been at a couple rallies.
Did you sleep over at Ted Alexandro's house?
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
The picture actually is knitted out of Ted Alexandro's tears.
No.
Ted Alexandro's a conscious dude.
He is.
No, he's awesome. I love Ted. Ted's one of my best friends.
Because Ted's a real bleeding heart, but Ted is a real deal guy, and he's not some like grandstanding phony fucking dude.
No,
like, he
not
really
at all.
does give a shit.
No, he's a real dude.
And he's one of the guys that got our pay raise at all these fucking clubs.
Yeah.
And a lot, some of the clubs tried to blackball him for that.
I know.
For years.
They did.
Yeah,
They tried. They did.
Yeah.
They did.
They went out. It was him, Tom Shalhoub, Buddy Bolton, somebody else.
Russ Maneve.
And
Russ
Maneve.
Yeah.
And Shalhoub's the host of Red Eye now. But those guys all came together to fucking get our pay up.
I remember that.
And Ted is not. I mean, like that's why I like Ted. I got to get him on here soon because Ted.
Ted was on before.
Yeah, but I want to get him back on.
Back on, yeah.
That's how real he is. I did a thing where they were unveiling a plaque for a slave market downtown.
Oh yeah, downtown. Yeah.
Yep.
And fucking Ted was there.
Ted was there.
Ted was there. I'm sitting there looking. He's sitting there periscoping the joint
and polishing the
I'm
statue.
like, is that Ted?
He beat you there. He was polishing it, trying to outlie you. Where you been, nigga?
I know.
It's Alexandro, motherfucker.
Meanwhile, me and Mike are fucking this Nicki Minaj sculpture while Ted's out there doing it.
And he's out there fighting the fight.
Piping her.
He's fighting the fight.
All right, wait. So now you're here. Caitlin, give us the Amy Poehler Blue Ivy story because this one's a doozy.
Oh god, it's hilarious.
Oh yeah, good.
Amy Poehler's produced the series Difficult People. It came under fire for a joke that Julie Klausner makes in the first episode, where her comedian character gets in trouble for this joke, and the joke was, "I can't wait for Blue Ivy to be old enough so R. Kelly can piss on her."
Oh, fucking white women! Fuck white women attacking black women.
Who's Blue Ivy?
Blue Ivy. You don't know the sacred firstborn of Beyonce and Jay-Z?
Yes,
her name is Blue Ivy.
So basically, her character, it's supposed to be her character is, I guess, is a shithead who is like, I'm in trouble for making this tweet. And they're like, well, how bad was the tweet? And then the tweet. So now people are mad because you don't even have a fictitious character make that joke up to say that it's bad. Like, that's too. So now people are not even mad at Julie. They're mad at Amy Poehler because she produces the show.
Oh, okay.
Why?
And Andrew
Well, they should be
Black
back themselves for even hearing about the show.
Yeah, really.
You know what I mean? Like, they heard about it.
Black people watching this show because I'm not watching it.
I don't believe that because there wasn't a march called.
But
no, that's
Andrew.
the whole point. Is that Black Twitter is
now? What is this Black Twitter that you
Black
keep bringing
Twitter
up?
is?
I like how white folks inform you of black shit.
Don't lump me in with this.
I've been black my whole life. I didn't know we had a Twitter.
He's been around Charlemagne all day, so
I hang out with
he
Charlemagne
produces Charlemagne show, so he's got a lot
That
of.
is the beauty of the white man. Let me tell you what your Twitter is up to.
Mike, let me tell you what your Twitter is up to.
That's about.
Is that like black people meet?
Shut up.
Black Twitter is inviting her to go to kill herself.
What?
They are death threats.
Black Twitter
You
is no
cannot
joke.
make fun of
Is
Blue
this
Ivy.
somebody's handle, Black Twitter, or are you talking about?
No.
He's talking about black people on Twitter.
It's a
Black Twitter.
cabal of
It's just white people on Twitter.
influential black tweeters.
Well,
But
who's
white
the-
people need them in a group.
It's
so they
not
can,
like we have our own Twitter.
No.
I
no.
first
It's not
heard
a
that
separate Twitter.
term
No.
last
It's not
week.
like blackplanet.com.
Hey, by the way,
Let me just give you some context really quick. At BET on 106 in Park, they wrote a joke that one of their hosts said, this is a couple years ago.
I remember that.
About Blue Ivy's hair being nappy.
Right.
And heads fucking rolled.
Oh, yeah, I heard that.
Because
I heard that.
Beyonce and Jay-Z called the president of Viacom and the president of BET and said, we will never work with you again unless
that
heads roll.
That is some fucking pressure, though.
It's like, why not? Here's the thing. Here's what people get angry about. Let me just play devil's advocate for a
Please.
second. Why not say Baby Charlotte of the
Who's
royal
Baby
family?
Charlotte?
The royal baby. Why not say a white baby instead of dragging a black baby in there?
Because they were trying to illustrate how bad this character is.
They're trying to do a
They're
R.
trying to
Kelly
show
joke,
the person.
I guess.
They're trying to. Her character is a shitty person who's bewildered why anyone's mad, and they go. So the joke is, well, why were you mad? And she says this awful thing, which is obvious why people. It's the character's thing.
Yeah, but black people got enough problems. We don't need
But
Blue
why
Ivy getting
would
Blue
these white women
Ivy
bring a
getting
black
peed
baby
on.
I want
into
to call
it?
it brown ivy and take a dump on it. What?
Yeah.
Maybe they're just trying to do a
respect that.
dated R. Kelly joke. Maybe that's what they were trying to do.
Well, whatever. I don't. But
It
the
was
point
hacked.
is,
Yeah, and that was like
hacked. That's what
15
I'm
years
saying.
ago. Why
It was
wouldn't I
hacked from
say
the
it?
beginning.
listen, call a joke hacky. That's fine, but I don't give a shit. First of all, Blue Ivy ain't sacred. Or Beyonce. There's a whole
Well, let's
Beyonce
be
worship
honest.
thing
Let's
that
be
I don't give a
honest.
fuck
Kurt
about.
Metzger is not a gauge for whether shit is offensive. So when Kurt Metzger says, "I don't give a fuck,"
Mike, yard.
you gotta take that with a grain of salt.
Yes.
Because it's not. What would offend you?
No, if you even just get offended, I think you're a mediocre twat.
But for anything, there's nothing that will offend you.
If you even go, oh, yeah, you know what? There is one thing. I'll tell you one thing that offended me. There was a
What
razor.
offends
I'll tell you what it is.
Kurt Metzger?
There was a razor commercial where it was those. Who's those stupid?
It's probably real benign too.
No, yeah, no. This actually upset me.
I think you
It
called
was,
me too.
yeah, and I called you about
Yeah.
it. It was. I remember I was so mad I called Sherrod. Who's that stupid from the hills? Some hills bitch.
Oh yeah.
It was like they're the official girls I'm supposed to jerk off to now.
Right.
It was one of them.
Lauren
And
Conrad.
It was for Gillette. And it was a thing for like a razor for a man to shave his whole body. And it said, get the look she wants. And they parade these three dumb whores out.
I think Lauren Conrad
And
was
I'm
one
like,
of them.
who gives a fuck what she wants? You think I shave my ball hair for some LA dumb twat? Are you out of your fucking... That personally enrages me. Here's the other thing. I'll tell you the other thing that offends me. Here's the other thing. There's only two things. That commercial with the credit scores where it's the woman goes, I know my credit score is 700, so I'll be taking your house plant with me. She puts her feet on the guy's desk. And then her fucking cuckold husband.
Oh, yeah, he was defeated.
With his little Williamsburg message goes, I'll just have a glass of water. And then they show her walking out like a leader. And this dude's taller than her, hunching down.
Yes,
because he's that. I'm with her. I'm with the woman. That offends me.
My point has been made.
So everybody can get offended then.
So,
even though it's the most benign,
the most benign bullshit. A fucking commercial with a cocky woman in it.
The only two things that offended
That
you
offends
were
you.
fucking commercials.
Well, I'm joking, but
White privilege. White privilege. White
We're gonna
privilege.
get into that. We're gonna get into that.
Thank you, Judah, and your Black Lives Matter T-shirt.
If you just get offended, listen, just if you go, I'm offended, who gives a fuck? I just want to ask everyone out there, who gives a fuck if you're offended? Like, I was offended, but who gives a fuck if I was offended?
nobody should care that you're offended.
Yeah.
I mean, who gives it? So you're offended, now what? I don't understand what I'm supposed to do. Like, I don't give a shit if you're offended. You know, not at all.
That's why you got
And that's just
you got
how-
some fists coming toward your face in the future.
That's how, I'm fine.
Well, you also
But
got
it's worth it.
You
No,
got
nigga, it's
you
worth
got to
it.
put this out there. A lot of times people have legitimate gripes, I think. Sometimes people go overboard, but you also got to add this into the equation is that sometimes the people who are writing these blogs and stuff want to get clicks because the more
Of
clicks
course.
they get, the more attention
Of
they get, the more
course.
money they get.
In fact,
so
I would
there's
say
that also.
I would say getting offended is the ultimate like first world problem. You know, people go first world problem because I
Yeah.
never heard nobody in Sierra Leone with their fucking hand cut off for voting. A
Yeah.
benefit with their hook hands. They're like, I am just happy to be alive. Thank you, Oprah.
That was the best Sierra
He
Leone.
nailed it.
Kurt,
I was watching Hotel
What did you
Rwanda.
say about Blue Ivy? I hate gay people. Let that woman know.
I gotta say though, Kurt,
This is not Hotel
I'm not very easily offended, but I will say that talking about somebody's child, I think, is in bad taste. That's my problem with it. You bringing somebody's kid into it.
That's the point of the joke.
Yeah,
that
but-
was the point.
But
This is
you
in
could have
bad
said
taste.
anything. It didn't have to be a real person's child.
Well,
is my point.
if it's a fuck. By the way, if it was Prince Charlotte, Princess Charlotte, or whatever,
Yeah.
that's
Show respect.
who is
show
that?
respect.
Who's
just-
Princess Charlotte?
George's little sister, Princess Charlotte, the royal family.
Who's George?
Prince
Good
George.
Charlotte.
Oh, Prince George.
There's a Prince George.
Who's Prince
I thought it was
George?
The
William.
baby, William's son, is Prince George.
Oh, that's his name.
By
Yes.
the way,
Oh.
by
And
all
then his
means,
little sister is Princess
by
Charlotte.
all means,
Sherrod.
piss on that baby.
Kurt,
By all
I
means, please let this out. I'm equal.
I don't-
piss
I don't-
on the royal baby.
Well, my aunt is actually the royal baby's African nanny, so I'll let her know.
Yeah, tell her to
Stupid.
tell her to make it like Green Ivy. How dare I don't go in for this shit that Beyonce is sacred at all. And
I
go
don't
fuck
agree with
yourself.
that either.
No.
Okay,
Kurt,
now
But
that's
it's a
all-
baby, Kurt.
And your baby ain't safe. Fuck your baby. By the way,
your baby's
fuck
not
all you.
sacred.
It ain't my kid. I don't give a fuck.
Your baby's not
I do not give a fuck about your fucking baby.
Your baby's not sacred.
What? Who told you to have a fucking baby anyway?
Your baby's not sacred.
I did my part by not having a kid. That's what I did for Black Lives Matter. I didn't have a white baby.
That's right. But I think
that's how I dismantled
and
white
Black
supremacy.
Lives Matter thanks you.
I think gravity handled most of it. Pushing a girl down the stairs don't mean you did your part.
I still take credit.
It was a poor man's abortion.
It was half price day, great adventure. I brought a Pepsi can, baby was done.
It was half price.
Kurt, how does all this rage affect your vaping career? That's what I want to know.
Mike Yarn is vaping with me, you son of a bitch. He
got a fellow vapor.
I know. You're the only two vapors.
But he got some fancy shit, though.
I'm sucking those robot dicks.
This shit looks like
white privilege. That's
this
his white
is a
privilege.
safer.
Shit look like from Battlestar Galactica.
I do want to get into the white privilege thing, but I want this caller to call in because me and Shrod are making No Lives Matter shirts for the show.
I know, you told me.
And because to me, the silliness now of the fight. By the way, I'm all for the aim of whatever of making cops. Could you maybe tone it back with the shootings? Like I'm on board
for all Americans, not just black people, for white people.
Kurt, stop taking such controversial positions.
Well, that's what what annoys me.
I mean, seriously, Kurt, just
it shouldn't be a controversial position. Shouldn't be one. But I had a guy. By the way, he's a white guy. Fucking. So I made this whole thing about how we're making No Lives Matter shirts.
Right.
A white guy whose name is Tommy O'Malley, who's going to call in.
Tommy O'Malley.
Okay? He goes, I think it's interesting that Kermesker chose hashtag Black Lives. I fucking hate hashtag, all of them, by the way. Any hashtag activist, go fuck yourself. Now, if you march, I give it to you. I am an old man.
Yeah.
So he's like, basically, it's interesting because I'm a racist because I didn't salute the fucking hashtag. So he's going to call in because he literally thinks that I'm the guy that even gives a fuck if you call. I don't. I mean, please call me whatever you want. I don't give a shit at all. So he's going to call in.
Matter, Kurt.
Yeah, I'm a vape. I'm the vape master now, and I don't give a fuck.
Vapist lives matter. Okay, stop.
I'm what you call a
discriminating
vapist.
against vapors.
I'm a violent vapist now. So he's going to call in around after 10 to hash this out. So that's why it's good you wear your shirt.
Okay, cool. So wait, what was he upset about? What did he say?
That I would even dare. My whole point of questioning the hashtag was because a white guy would react that way to questioning a fucking hashtag. That was the whole point of it.
They put too much faith. They put too
much.
You
guys are having different arguments. You don't even know it.
That's right. And that's what happens. People, and that's what my whole problem is with. Is say, listen, I never put a fucking yellow ribbon around a tree for the troops either because I thought that was fucking stupid.
But that doesn't mean that you're anti-troop.
That's right. And by the way, you know who hates that? Troops. They fucking fuck your yellow ribbon.
That's why I don't vote, because it's not that I'm against the elections and stuff. I don't like booths.
Oh.
I'm people
against,
call me an asshole for not voting. I'm like, hey, I don't like booths.
Booth lives matter.
Well, I actually hate freedom.
I respect
so that's
that.
why I'm against
I
democracy.
respect that. Ever since John Wilkes Booth, you don't...
Yeah, fuck it, dude. Why'd they name the voting booth after John Wilkes Booth?
The killer of a president.
Killer of arguably, one of our greatest presidents.
Democratic guy.
And, fucking unbelievable.
Yeah. No, I feel you. I feel you.
But I don't like we got in this thing last time where I got in a fight with a guy. This is the last fight I had from Twitter was because I say slavery caused civil war hands down. Just simple fact, there would be no war if it not for slavery.
Yeah, that's the truth.
It wasn't over cotton tariffs. I had people like, no, it was over trade. Yeah, was it? Is that what the main?
They just in denial.
Is that why brother killed brother? Was because of cotton tariffs? Is that really? So like,
who thought
that is
it,
the more
who thought
exciting
it wasn't?
version.
Somebody thought it wasn't over slavery. Are they from
that's
America?
The excuse. Yeah, that's
everybody's trying to. There's a lot of people trying to run with that because they want to clearly conscience the historical
the entire
conscience.
South.
Gotcha.
That's when you turn the channel.
Or the dumb fucking flag. I don't know why that's still up. The Confederate flag. Like I don't get it. I don't see what you're.
Well,
proud
this country's weird in the sense, like other countries, like in Germany, they teach in their schools their country's horrible history. They teach that we did the Holocaust. This was horrible, and they know that. That's why, like, if there's a German person in the audience and you make like a Holocaust joke about them, it's like they're almost like tired of hearing it because they've actually learned it and they know.
Right.
Well,
we're here in our history classes.
They don't know shit.
Everything's just fucking glossed
Vague
over,
as shit.
and it just sounds like
we
everything
had
was
slavery.
great.
Next up, the Industrial
Some
Revolution.
people had it bad, but they were singing.
Hold on, in high school, because I moved around a lot, so I got different. I was taught slavery was a major cause. Were you taught
when
it
you
wasn't
moved
slavery?
around a lot?
Yeah.
Is that when the vaping started? Is that when the vaping started?
No, it was my family was hanging around this guy Jared a lot, and he would babysit us. And,
no, the vaping happened because all these pink-lunged pussies stopped us from smoking it everywhere that we used to smoke.
Dude, I got caught vaping in an airplane bathroom.
bastards.
You should have seen how they flip the fuck out.
Where?
In an airplane bathroom.
I smoke this shit on planes.
Did you get in trouble?
No.
Oh, you'll get.
I'm slick with it. I'm like.
I thought I was being slick. Dude, I thought I was being slick with my vapor.
You're the only person I know that has like a 2-foot long vape.
Yeah, his shit is high
machine.
tech.
That's
you
a
don't know
machine.
that many people that vape.
It looks
I guess.
like he
I'm
got
not telling you.
R2D2's fucking leg.
I'm not. I keep getting bigger and blacker objects to put deep in my mouth.
He's just
What's that
excited
about?
for the new
Why don't
Star
you
Wars
just-
film.
You just come out,
He's got a
Kurt.
C-3PO's cock in his mouth.
Mike, come here. I got something to tell you.
like-
Outside.
You look like Amy's photo shoot when you smoke that thing.
People were outraged about that. How dare she put a Walt Disney property in her mouth like a penis?
She was deep throating a lifesaver.
I mean, first of all, anybody
right.
knows that would kill you. That's what's ridiculous about it.
Would it?
It would chop
through
your
your head.
mouth right off.
No, put it on stun.
Oh, is that?
And don't go on stun.
That is Star Trek and not Star Wars.
Yeah.
Nerd the devices together. Suck that
I
thing.
can't believe that you don't say.
Smash the nerd worlds together and
You're
suck
gonna
that
get
thing.
bad tweets for saying that.
Not on,
Is
not
any of
from
this
this
on
show.
video or no?
Yes, all of it's on video.
Because I just want to point out
Here's the camera right here.
Kurt's
All of it.
Kurt's phone and vape thing. The colors match. That's very.
That's right. He's
awesome.
They don't match at all, you son of a bitch.
he's
yeah,
Jude
you're
is
right,
colorblind like a West Indian.
No,
You really are colorblind.
No, you're right. They
Whoa,
don't.
whoa. I'm from the West Indies.
That's right, and you're colorblind, Shabba
I
Ranks.
am not colorblind. My shit match.
Really? Nothing on the Shabba Ranks line? We got to get more black people in this fucking room.
Shopper.
I fucking called him
I know
Shabba Ranks
Shabba
and
Ranks.
nobody reacted.
If this was 89, you would have ripped with
The white
that.
people out.
If this was 89, that Shabba Ranks, they would have carried you around the room. Unfortunately, he hasn't had a song out in 15 years.
I want to get.
Even when he had songs that were old songs,
Sherrod.
Listen,
remastered.
XM radio didn't exist when Shabba was hot.
Can I, Sherrod? Because I forgot. We got. We have a number of celebrities in the room.
What? Oh, yeah.
First of all, because this
right.
just happened on
That's
Twitter.
right.
And maybe it was inadvertent, but like I was trying to send a message to Norm Macdonald, and I saw he unfollowed me. Okay, I don't even know what I said.
You know what you said? Hi.
I thought Norm was so funny on Last Comic Standing last week.
Yeah.
I saw one episode.
Oh, I didn't see it.
There's one comic he obviously
great. Norm's
he didn't
great.
like, and he just
Is he
goes.
hosting it? Or is it
He's one of the
he's
judges.
a judge?
So like Keenan and Roseanne, they both love this one comic. I can't remember who it was because Norm was shitting on a lot of comics.
Yeah. Right.
So they're just raving about them. And then Norm just goes, "I didn't like it, but I can't wait to see what you do next week."
Wow, I love Norm Macdonald.
He's the funniest.
I love Norm Macdonald. So I just want to ask Norm, where's the Norm? Grab the mic.
Oh, is Norm Macdonald here?
Oh, he's here. He's here in the studio.
So why would you unfollow me?
Yeah, how's it going there? Yeah, how's it going? Hey, Kurt, what's your name there? One of the contestants on the show there. Last time I was seeing there. You remember there. How's it going?
I have arrived. I'm at Norm Macdonald.
Yeah.
no, what
How to get out?
What did I do?
What did
Norm,
Kurt do to you, Norm?
unfollow me?
I didn't even know we were friends. Hanging out there.
We weren't.
Yeah, how did you
yeah.
follow
We
him
were,
in the first
we were
place?
friends there. I didn't
Yeah.
know that there.
So how did I
Yeah.
get followed in the first place? That's why. Okay.
I don't. Did you request to be my friend there? Did you try to be my friend? Is that what happened there?
I followed you. Yeah.
You followed me, and then we were friends there, right there.
Yeah.
Then we became friends, and then what happened there? I don't remember ever having a conversation with you there.
I
what
don't
there?
think we ever did. Now that I think about it.
Well, I don't blame you, though, Norm. I don't blame you for, unfollowing Kurt or blocking him.
Norm, would you make a joke about peeing on Blue Ivy?
Yeah, I would there. Yeah, why not there?
Well, you
He got Blue Ivy there. Yeah, how's it going? Take
We'll
a
see.
leak there. Big leak there. Big leak on Blue there. Yeah, that's what I would do there. Big old, take a shit on it. That's what I do. Take a number 3 there. Shit and a pee. Take a shit and a pee and all over there. You know what I mean? Send a message. That's what you got to do there.
So if you're mad, get mad at
Whoa.
Norm. If you're
Whoa.
going to be mad about something.
But Norm, aren't you scared that you can lose all that KFC money now that you took over for
I'm
Daryl
the
Hammond?
new guy. No one's supposed to know that there. I took over for Daryl Hammond there.
Yeah.
That's right. I took over for him there. And it might be Daryl back there. Who knows there? Especially if I start pissing all over Blue Velvet there.
Blue Velvet. He's pissing on blue
What the
shit.
fuck your name is there?
He's pissing on everything blue
Shit
now.
on that Metzger guy there. Shit on him there. Shit on him. Piss on him. And piss on everybody there. I piss on the chicken there. That's what I'll do there.
Norm is fearless.
Shit in the bucket at KFC there.
It's the Canadian in them. They can say what they want up there in Canada.
Who cares there? Who cares?
Norm, what do you think of Judah's Black Lives Matter shirt?
That's racist actually.
Why?
Because he's playing up to the blacks there. That's what he's doing.
What's wrong with that? Whoa,
Kissing up to the blacks there.
The blacks.
Let's see him wear a white supremacy shirt. That's balls there. That'd be real balls there. Wear a white power shirt. Wear that there. And see if you can stand in a room with Mike Yard there. See
With
how
a
that
white
goes
power
there.
T-shirt? That would be an instant conversation.
Nice country. And then fuck Blue Velvet there after that. With a white power shirt on there. Why you do that while eating my chicken there in the bucket there? Now that's
one
balls
of KFC
there.
commercials.
Now, Norm, you didn't enjoy, because you know Harrison Greenbaum. That's who Norm
Yes.
didn't enjoy.
Oh, that's who he didn't
'Cause
enjoy?
No, there was a lot of guys,
Yeah.
but him and Harrison, I heard they got into a Twitter fight.
They
But
got,
I-
yeah,
that's
what
I heard,
happened?
but I
How'd
didn't-
you
but I
guys
didn't
get
see
into
it.
Yeah, well, how do you like his act there? Yeah, someone's got to pull him out of the closet there.
Wow.
I don't want him to come out. Just someone yank him the fuck out of that closet there. Who is that there? Yeah, you're not even living your persona there. You're a small woman trapped in a little boy's body there. That's what you're doing there.
Wait a minute, you don't know.
Yeah.
You don't know Harrison's gay anything.
I think we all know he's gay.
Oh, come on.
Everybody
Just
knows
because you
he's gay.
sound
there.
like a gay dude don't mean
Everybody.
you're a gay dude.
Ask a
Thank you.
gay guy; he'll tell you
Wow.
he's gay there.
Yeah, Norm
gay.
really just calls it like how he sees it.
Well, I
gotta
guess so.
say.
I guess he
Yeah.
sees what he wants to see. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't read my latest. What do you write on my latest Twitter there? I didn't read it there.
I was trying to message you and I couldn't because I was unfollowed. But
Yeah.
I just look. I
This is how
If you
Norm
want to
actually
become my friend,
got
you
those
gotta
commercials.
audition there. The last comic there. Now I'm making my friend again.
Now, do you think KFC's gonna have a problem with this peeing on Blue Velvet, as you call it?
Oh yeah, that guy was, I mean that corporate KFC.
Will this affect? I don't want to affect your corporate commercial by talking.
Yeah,
about
I gotta be a good guy now. You know what I mean? There,
Yeah.
I gotta,
Really? To sell KFC?
I gotta kind of clean it up there.
I don't think people
But you know who
expect
eats
that.
KFC, right? Black people there. That's right there.
Everyone
Just
likes KFC.
Mostly black though.
Why are they in China?
That's
Mostly
right.
black.
That's right. Black people are keeping KFC afloat.
Why is
Yeah.
KFC open in China if black people eat it? Somebody
Because
really
when
missed the
black
ball
people
on that
visit
one.
China, they need something to eat.
That's
That
right.
is racist right there.
That's the
That's
one-
saying that black people don't go to China.
the
Is that just
thing
for
we
Stephon?
don't-
Is
Look.
that for Stephon Curry? I mean, Stephon Marbury? Is that the only... They opened a KFC in China just for Stephon Marbury.
That's the only thing we don't know how to do is fried chicken. That's why we love KFC.
Well, because the Popeyes commercial, somebody's got. Is it Derek? What's his name? Does he have that joke about the Popeyes
What?
chicken lady? Like Popeyes chicken.
Oh yeah, I don't like
Honey,
her.
we gonna.
Love that chicken from
But I would
Popeyes.
listen. I
she should
wouldn't.
just start dancing.
I wouldn't say it's racist, but I just looked up Popeyes. And it's like she's not the founder of Popeyes.
No, you thought she
It's
was?
some white. I was like, look, if some black lady made the company, then that's not racist. But it's some white guy.
No.
Some white guy who died of like saliva cancer or something.
Did he really?
Yeah, and the reason it's called Popeyes, you know why it's called that?
No.
After the what's that fucking movie with Popeye
French
Doyle?
Connection?
It's after from the French Connection. He just liked that movie, so he called it Popeye. Like it's all made up. So really, that's kind of weird, you know.
And then a corporation just took it over and made it a Southern Louisiana thing? Or was it always a Louisiana
It was
thing?
not. It was called Chicken on the Run. Then he decided
Right.
to make it a Louisiana thing.
thing.
He is from Louisiana.
Tell us more about fast food restaurant history and how they got their names. 'Cause
You know,
that
White
was-
Castle
that
was
was
never a
fascinating.
Trivia.
That was fascinating.
You know who
Tell
likes
us about
that?
the Wendy girl.
I'm speaking for my friend Norm
what about
McDonald.
that Bob's Big Boy, that chubby little kid?
I'll let my
Tell
friend
us
Norm
about him.
McDonald tell you because I follow his Twitter and he knows a lot about it. Norm, tell us about that.
About what there? I stopped listening about it 5 minutes ago. You're ranting and raving there.
I don't blame you.
Norm, White Castle. How do you feel about White Castle?
How do I feel about what? It's a good place there.
But it's not white and it's not a castle. Explain.
Yeah.
No, but the food's good there, and then you feel it's for white people. White people like White Castle there.
I expected that.
Black people go to KFC there.
Oh, you go to Black Castle?
That's right. Well, there is no black.
I
He
feel
can't,
like
he can't
it should-
afford it.
Should they change it?
Hey, that's Norm McDonald for
We
you.
call that
What if they change it to
called
Black Lives Matter Castle? What you guys
Ghetto
Black people
Castle
love White
there.
Castle. What do you
Yeah.
think?
I don't.
You hate it?
Yeah.
I mean, you gotta eat it. When you get older, you can't eat it like
You
you
gotta
used to
eat it. Yeah.
Because you get disemboweled from those burgers on the way out.
It is amazing.
It is amazing.
Is
When
it
you want
really?
it, you want it.
And
I
it's
tasted
amazing
it,
in
yeah.
it's an amazing in a shitty way.
Yes.
I've never had
I've
White
never had
Castle,
it.
and I've never had Taco
It's like
Bell.
Flintstone vitamins. You know the vitamin is weak, but it's good to eat. It's fun to eat because
Really?
they taste good.
Yeah, they
I wasn't
do.
looking for the calcium in the Flintstone vitamin. I was popping them shits.
It's like when you're in school and it's Friday and they're serving really shitty pizza.
Right.
You're still happy about it. You know?
Yeah.
You
That's
still
true.
ate that
That
pizza,
square
even
piece
though,
of fucking
even
pizza.
though it was the worst shit you've ever had.
That's how close to
I
prison
love that
school
pizza.
is.
But
So you're
sometimes, like,
saying if you don't know better.
Yeah.
if you don't know no better,
But we
sometimes
know
you're in the mood
better.
for. But sometimes you're in a mood for not know. Like it's like chitlins, anything else. Like you don't have to eat that shit. But sometimes
What?
you're in the mood for it.
Norm,
Yeah,
what are
no.
the school lunches? In-
Pig
like-
feet,
It's
collard
like
greens,
Any part of the pig. I'm never in
Hold
the
on.
mood for any part of the pig.
in Canada,
Really?
what are the?
Yeah, I don't eat pork.
Really?
I've never had pork. I don't even know what it
But
tastes
it's
like.
not for like spiritual reasons. It's just you don't take it.
Well, my father was a fake Rastafarian, and I say
a
that.
foster. He was a
He was a
Fostafarian.
Fostafarian.
So
And I say
no
that
meat,
because,
no meat,
well,
right?
no, but I say that because he wanted to be a Rastafarian, but my mother would never allow him to. So the only stand that he could take that she would agree with was no pork in my house.
Got it.
You know what I'm saying? Because she liked chicken and beef, and she was not going to not eat it. Because
Did he have dreads at least?
No, she wouldn't allow that either.
That motherfucker had
Did
no
he have?
But he hung out with a lot of Rastafarians.
Did he have-
and he
did he-
smoked a shitload of weed. So
Did he have one of the
He
big
met a-
hats and he just kept it in hiding?
he had the hat. He had the little tam. We all
I think,
had that
I
growing
think
up.
Jar Jar Binks from Star Wars was a better Rastafarian.
Probably.
He could have the dreads.
Yeah,
Okay.
but I don't know what I don't know what pork tastes like.
Ever in your life you never had pork?
I've never had it
In your
no.
life?
In my whole entire life.
Somebody
good.
give this nigga a pulled pork sandwich.
I would probably get sick if I ate
You probably
pork
will.
now.
Or maybe not.
Do we have to go to the commercial pretty
Yeah,
soon?
we're going to commercial. too.
Okay, because Tommy's on line 4.
All right, we'll talk to
dude.
Tommy when we come back.
Yeah, so when we come back, we're going to talk to Tommy.
Look how excited you are, haircut face.
I do
You
get a haircut.
Yeah, I can tell. Every time you get a haircut, you come
I
here
hope-
with a bright boy's face.
I hope Tommy can hear over the radio that I got my haircut.
Just for him, huh?
Norm, is my haircut okay? At least?
It looks pretty good there. Pretty good. Better than Harrison Greenbaum there.
Oh, man.
Look at that there.
Norm,
Why are you blowing up Harrison
love pork
Greenbaum?
there.
That's so
Norm
fucked up.
got in a thing with him.
I did there.
Oh,
You got a
no,
little
did he?
thing there.
Listen, I'm
with
a
it.
on the
huge
show.
Norm. First of all, my favorite weekend update was Norm Macdonald. That's
Oh, yes.
That's my one.
Yes. Well, I say Colin
That's
and
me
Norm.
there.
I like Colin too, but
Yeah,
but
Norm was just funny, man.
but Norm was my
Dirty
favorite.
Jobs, one of my favorite movies.
How about,
Him and Artie
how about
Lang.
when I did
You ever watch Dirty Jobs?
Wait a
Yeah.
second there.
Yeah.
What about Larry King there when I did him there?
That was great.
That was,
Yeah, that
that
was
was
funny.
pretty good too there,
Interviewing
right?
Marlon Brando.
Yes.
Because Marlon Brando's such a great maniac.
He
Oh,
must
he's
smell
dead
like
now.
all kinds of spice ham.
Oh yeah.
I'm talking living. He looked like he smelled like a olive loaf.
Nick Mullen had that picture he sent us of him in that diaper in his window, just fat as shit, wearing his underwear like it's a diaper.
Yes,
Remember that?
Yes.
Like
It's
he looked like
disturbing.
Bob Kelly when we dressed him up like a baby for the Jim Norton show. We dressed Bobby up as a baby. We got to dress
so
him up. Again. I
funny.
want baby Bobby to be in the street.
But he do look like a grown baby, though.
He does.
Yeah.
Okay, I can see that.
He looked like,
Bobby-
what's his name from The Voice?
They
He used to be
both
in The
look
Voice.
like
The white version of that dude.
He looks
his
like
name?
Bibendum from
A
Michelin.
baby with a deep voice.
What's the fat black dude from The
Mommy.
Voice? On NBC.
I don't know. I never watched The Voice. I never
Fucking
watched
from
it.
the rap group, who the singing dude.
CeeLo Green?
CeeLo Green.
CeeLo, yeah.
Bobby Kelly is a white CeeLo Green. They like two twin babies, fat babies.
He's a little tall though.
Wait,
CeeLo
Bobby
Green
Kelly
is a
got short
tiny-
arms?
Yeah.
Yeah.
CeeLo's got
I
short.
never
little-
noticed that.
He's a true midget. Like he's not
Who,
a
CeeLo?
dwarf.
No,
Yeah.
he's CeeLo
not?
is taller than Yeah, I met him in an
He is
airport
tall?
in Amsterdam. He's taller than a midget. Yeah, CeeLo's
Oh.
like 5'6",
Taller than a
5'7".
midget.
Oh,
He's an
yeah,
uppity
my
midget.
bad.
That's an uppity
Yeah,
midget.
he's past midget size.
What's the
Definitely.
midget size? What's the height?
Isn't that under 5 feet?
Yeah, I think.
I think it's under
4'11".
4
It's-
something, right?
It's under. Yeah.
4'8"?
4'8" is and so what's above 4'8"? What do you
A dwarf.
what you go in the dwarf category?
But dwarf, you have to have
Then Hobbit.
big size head and
Now,
hands.
I knocked down a shorty rock. I never knocked down a dwarf.
Right.
No,
You
I
knocked down a
midget
midget?
bitch. Yeah.
How
It was
short?
butter. Buttery.
I've always
Yeah.
wondered.
She was soft. She was hard to knock down like a fire hydrant. Just dense. and go to the ground.
Did she
Couldn't
give,
tackle it, bitch.
Did she give
Like
standing?
fucking a fire hydrant, Johnny pump.
Sure.
Like fucking Johnny pump.
Yeah, you try to pick up the girl and move her, you gotta ask her to move.
Sherrod, did you get standing Becky
Could you
from her?
scoot to the side a little?
Could you just roll over a little bit, just a scotch?
Gravity really pulling on you. Damn, gravity loves some of you.
This is not as much fun as I thought it was gonna be. Thought I could carry you around the room. You heavy than a motherfucker.
Shorty was a go-getter, though. I give her that. She was a go-getter.
Yeah, well, if you gonna go and you midget, go
And that's why I was
hard.
like, Jared, if you like little things, just bang a midget. They got those little midget hands that's puffy.
Pedophile problem
You get that little puffy midget hand on your balls. Puffy midget hand on your balls.
Because it feels awful in my hand. That little
You're a
breakfast
sicko.
pastry hand. Well, we're gonna
Like
get
shaking
flagged.
hands with a croissant.
Yeah.
I like how Judah's keeping out of this midget conversation. He wants his career.
No, this is just getting me really horny. I'm just trying to keep it in. It's,
Oh my God! Well, we don't want you to.
We're gonna take a break. Race
And
Wars,
then
we'll be right
Tommy
back.
O'Malley when we come back.
Race Wars. We'll be right back. Race Wars with Sherrod Small and Kurt Metzger is back.
We're back.
I don't wanna hear about the seven again.
Go save it. Put it on the thing. We're gonna get into
I
it.
play the best music on this show.
I like this song too.
Fuck yeah.
I play the best music on this show, man.
I really enjoy the black part of this show.
Thank you. You mean Sherrod?
Thank
You mean
you.
Sherrod?
You're talking to. Who are you talking to?
The black part of this show picks very good music.
Thank
All right,
you,
hold
Michael.
up.
The black community from the show liked you.
Shut up. We're on the air.
Are we on air, guys?
Guys,
Holy
quiet.
shit.
We're
Kirk
back.
has to clean his vapor.
Yeah, I'm trying to vape here. So wait, is Tommy on line 4?
Oh, yeah, Tommy.
So let me tell you. So this guy Tommy.
He's on line 5. Let me pick him up right now.
All right,
so
so
you
let
can
me
explain
set
him.
this up. Yeah.
Tommy, you there?
I'm here.
All right,
I
cool.
bet.
So
Yeah, we got
so
you.
Tommy, I just want to set this up real quick. So when we came up with our merch idea for No Lives Matter,
Right.
which we are going to make those shirts.
Oh, definitely.
By the
We
way.
got a whole bunch of merch coming
And
for
there's
the
gonna
show,
be
so
a
all
turd
listeners,
on
make
it
sure you
with
get it.
eyes. So here's how this Twitter fight started. Which Tommy, to his credit, is calling in the show instead of making it a Twitter war with the lamest fucking shit. Right. It gets nothing done.
So you and him have beef.
Well, here's how the thing started. He
Okay.
tweeted, "There's so much other shit to rail against. You got to wonder why Kurt Metzger chose Black Lives Matter." Right.
Right.
Which is like some sideways shit. But Tommy graciously is going to call in about it.
Right.
Which is right now.
He's called.
And then here's the best part. Tommy, are you there?
I'm here, yeah.
Oh, cool. Dr. Phil is here to mediate this dispute. That's
Okay.
how fucking great this is
Okay,
that you
let's-
called in.
perfect.
So, Tommy, say your beef first. Let's give Tommy the floor first.
Yeah, I want to hear both your beefs because I still don't quite understand what this
I
beef
guess
is.
My beef is more, I have more questions, Kurt.
Okay.
Go ahead, buddy. Where you live, by the way? Where you from?
I live currently in Brooklyn, but I'm originally from Boston.
Okay. Well,
so
he's like the
I know
least racist
the
Bostoner.
inner workings of being a
Ruin it.
racist white guy from my upbringing.
I got
So-
beef for you for ruining Brooklyn with their Boston.
Yeah, sorry.
Ugh.
Yeah, why'd you do
I
that?
ruined it for the Italians.
If I see clam chowder in the
Wait,
Atlantic
wait,
Avenue, I'm going to smash it.
I can't hear Tommy. Say it, Tommy.
All right, yeah.
There we go, that's better.
I guess my question for you, Kurt, would be what occasion, I think I have an idea now that you have a product to sell, but it just seemed to me that the rant you posted on Facebook, and full disclosure, and this is no shade, I just didn't know anything about you before I read that.
Well,
But
that's
the fact
America.
that-
That's the whole world. Don't.
Yeah, nobody
don't feel
knows,
bad.
Kurt.
That's the
Yeah,
half of
don't-
the
Don't apologize for
We
that,
don't gotta
Tommy.
apologize for that. I can't believe I got Dr. Phil on, so don't even.
It would be weirder if you knew about Kurt. So
Yeah,
that's,
that would
you know.
creep me
So
out.
that's please feel comfortable and continue with your point.
I see that you got a bunch of likes on it. I'm like, oh, okay, this is somebody whose voice has some influence.
That is hilarious, Tommy.
Well, Tommy,
And
I
I'm
don't.
just wondering.
Yeah, go ahead,
Well,
buddy.
no, I mean, but so I'm wondering why. Like, what?
Why that? I'll tell you exactly why. It was the Bernie Sanders thing from last week, but more importantly, number one, I don't have a problem with. Well, after I looked up the Black Lives Matter website, I do have a problem with the fucking. The people, first of all, just like Occupy Wall Street, these movements should fucking consider having leaders. I know everybody's like, we're going to have a leaderless movement, and the people, and you got to
No, they have leaders.
They have
No,
leaders,
but the
actually.
leaders claim to not.
Black Lives Matter has leaders.
They claim not to be leaders. I learned on the
Black
website.
Matters actually has three very distinct
Yeah, we had two of the leaders on our show yesterday.
Those women?
Yeah.
They claim
No,
they're not
there was a
leaders.
guy and a girl, the two people that spoke to Hillary.
Yeah, they're on their website.
They call
Yeah.
themselves organizers, but they're not leaders. Number one, they will tell you it's not.
By 3 women.
Yeah, and it was started by three women. Yeah.
Right, but expressly in the thing, like I didn't just like not look this up, by the way, after I talked to you. Like, I'm looking up their demands. The number one problem I have is, number one, is to take a hashtag, like, I better salute it like it's a fucking flag pin. I got a real problem with that.
Unless it's Sherrod Twitter Army, hashtag.
Well, that benefits me.
Directly in your...
And number two, I do have a problem. Yeah, go ahead.
You didn't realize that it was targeted at you. And that's the first issue that I had.
Yeah.
It actually explicitly is not targeted at you. If you read Alicia Garza, one of the women that started it, this is a movement started by queer black women.
Yeah.
And they started it to speak, They started it to speak to black people. So it was not targeting you at all.
So you mingled into black people's shit again with your apartment up in Washington Heights. Now this.
That's a Dominican area, first of all.
What do you think they are? Niggas on the island.
They just black.
They niggas on the island.
They just niggas with an accent.
Haiti's on that same island, by the way.
I just
Haiti's
read,
on the other side of the island.
Dude, remember? By the way,
you psychopath.
Sherrod, to tell his joke about the earthquake. He said the Dominican. He goes, "What you guys do in the Dominican Republic? Just turn the music up and pull your shades down."
Oh, with the earthquake.
With the earthquake.
Yeah. Like they have homes.
Yeah, I got a problem with anything that, like, I better be on board with this. So I just heard too many arguments of which hashtag lives matter, which got real stupid to me. Secondly, it is directed. I just read this woman's thing, and then to couple it with it, I just read this.
Who is it? Who's the woman? Who's the woman?
I'll bring her up on my phone and tell you, because she's one of the main ones.
Is she Alicia Garza?
Alicia Garza. Alicia Garza. I believe it's Alicia Garza, but she expressly says how this is to get the black liberation movement back together in her little manifesto for this. Which, by the way, fuck that movement. I got no love for black nationalism. I don't want none of that.
We don't expect you to.
Yeah, you have to target audience.
Black nationalism does not include you, Kurt. I just got thinking you so fucking special.
I just got word they canceled the party because Kurt's not down.
Black nationalists don't give a fuck whether you care about the movement or not.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
But why does this white guy give a shit if I care? See, here's the point.
Because he's an empathetic human being.
I'm empathetic too, but don't tell me I'm part of the fucking problem because I was born white.
But where did you get that from?
That's what all this fucking I'm reading what they say.
I don't understand your point, Kurt.
Here, let me read this to you.
Are you sure you didn't go to a Klan website?
Yeah.
And they were talking about Black Lives Matter?
I'm quite sure.
Yeah,
I was just on the website yesterday. I didn't see any of this shit.
Again,
yeah, I didn't either.
Once again, I'm the only guy that reads this infuriating
shit. I was just on the website yesterday
much like my Bible debate with Ann Coulter. Kurt, much like my Ann Coulter Bible debate, I'm the only guy that read the shit that Kurt said. I'm the only guy that said it. But listen, if you're a fucking, just so you know, anything where you're a Marxist and we're going to fucking destroy capitalism, go fuck yourself, I'm out. Which is what this bitch is into. By the way, same thing. Occupy Wall Street. That's how that fizzled out because they didn't have fucking leaders.
No, it didn't fizzle out.
It didn't
fizzle out, man.
In wintertime,
let me tell you something. Before Occupy Wall Street, no one in any of our politicians, voted elected officials, no one was talking about income inequality.
Right.
And now that is probably the number one or number two issue that they're talking about. And the people who made it a national point were Occupy Wall Street. So you can't say that they weren't successful. They were successful.
I agree.
There's a very reasonable thing in especially in Occupy Wall Street. Because if you watch the media, did try to make it out like, look at these long hairs when they were regular people.
Right, well, the media is all owned by giant corporations who don't want people to have power.
What happened was, and they showed this on the fucking, they actually showed it pretty well on the Daily Show. What happened was, a good thing that when it went more somewhere, did it because of this stupid commie shit. So we're not going to have leaders, and we're not going to, and now we're going to raise our hand by making little fucking.
It has literally not one thing to do with what we're talking about.
Yeah, no, it does actually.
Black Lives Matter.
Wait, hold
we're
on.
talking about why you posted the thing that you posted.
Because I don't need to be told that. I don't need to be told that. And by the way, this bitch is saying that. She absolutely is.
She's saying what?
By the way,
honestly,
by the way, I'm speaking about the commie whore that
he's talking about
invented.
the chick. What's her name again?
I don't know.
Tommy, you had no idea who you were calling, did you?
I don't give a fuck. Did I not mention that to you? Listen to me.
Kurt, who are you
Alicia,
speaking to?
whatever that name you
Alicia
said.
fucking, and also the two dumb pigs that interrupted Bernie Sanders. I'm talking. By the way, that's kind of where I snapped.
I was 100% behind that.
I was
Fuck
too.
that. Black people ain't gonna stop getting shot by the cops by being nice.
Yeah.
No, we need to interrupt motherfuckers.
Yeah.
We need to go behind black curtains.
Let's all make a
Yes.
Yes.
Fuck. What
Fuck Bernie
Metzger is
Sanders'
saying.
speech and his comfortable speech.
I will interrupt Bernie Sanders. Fuck Bernie
Of
Sanders.
course you will. He's a pussy. But the point is,
I'll interrupt Trump. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
Who do
why
you
don't
think
you
is not a
interrupt
pussy?
Trump?
And I will interrupt them.
Thank you.
Interrupt Trump for by
I
all
will
means.
interrupt anyone.
By the way, this is a problem with every fucking lefty. They eat their own nonstop. Nonstop, they eat their own. And by the way,
I think
if you
both
think
sides do
Trump
that.
couldn't be president, you got another thing coming, buddy. Because I'll vote for that motherfucker just to fucking spite you. And a lot of other motherfuckers will too.
It's gonna be a lot of spite votes.
Say what?
There's gonna be like 12 people spiting the rest of the world.
Say what? I can't hear. I'm sorry. Say.
Created a false pretense on which to pick a fight. You said that it's targeted at you, and that's what pissed you off.
Yep.
That is not who it's targeted at.
Well, who is white America then? Am I not that?
You're not that.
You are definitely not that.
Not that.
How dare you?
How dare you claim white America?
I wouldn't have, but I would be
Wait,
forced.
let Tommy speak. Let Tommy speak.
Say that
Tell
again.
me what you read by Alicia Garza. 'Cause I read a
Her
lot
manifesto of what the
Alicia Garza.
movement's about.
And she said that she is talking, that it's inspired to move white America. Because that's not what I've read from her.
No.
Tell us
She's
what you read,
inspired
Tommy.
to reorganize the Black Liberation Movement, which fuck that
So you
shit.
have a problem with black liberation.
I have a problem with
exactly
you're
what
going to get your own separate country. Yeah, I do. I think it's a real dumb idea. Also,
Okay,
the idea
so
that
you
police are not going to be
obviously
allowed to have a
didn't have
presence
any
in black
idea who the
neighborhoods
free women
is kind of a
are.
stupid
You did
idea.
Not have what?
She wants there to be no police presence in black neighborhoods. Did you not read this bitch's shit? Of
course not.
It's real stupid. It's real stupid.
Hold on.
Like a straight white guy calling a queer black woman.
Yeah, because
Wait.
I can.
And no,
Because I
listen,
can.
it don't matter if he's a white guy
Wait,
or she's
did you hear that
I think any man
It don't matter if he's a white guy or she's a queer black woman. It's just two motherfuckers.
But you hear
who
this
got
is the
different
problem.
opinions.
This is why I wrote. This is why I put that because somebody actually said, "Would you dare be a straight white guy talking about a queer black?" I'll talk about whoever the fuck I want. There ain't no fucking privilege thing where I don't say what the fuck I want.
This is like Kurt's
Here's
Facebook
one of
come
the
to
big
life.
problems. Can I just say one of the big problems here?
Somebody Pinocchio Kurt's Facebook.
Hey, I did not sign up for this shit.
Yeah. All right.
What you hear that shit? How dare you talk to a queer black woman? Why the fuck?
Oh, you
shouldn't
can
I?
talk to anybody any way you
I'll
want.
talk to
But
anybody.
show some
How
respect.
dare you talk to her? Kurt, I don't say how dare you talk to her. I said, why are you calling her a bitch?
Well, because she's a commie. That's why. I don't like Marxists. How about that? Let's
Okay,
start
call
with
her
that.
Marxist.
Well,
Don't
why
call
don't you
her a
just
bitch.
call her
whatever
Marxist?
You want. You can
Yeah.
literally do whatever you want.
Yeah.
I think it's tasteless.
Of
And
course
I
it
also
is.
I also think, Kurt, that
Yeah.
you're inspiring people that you don't mean to be. Well, maybe you do mean to be inspiring them. But I'll tell you
Who you
jumped
think he's
into my
inspiring?
mentions. I'll tell you who jumped into my mentions.
Okay.
People that called me this queen. People that told me that I'm an angry white guy, which is true. But
Okay. That's why we like
Get
it.
him, Tommy!
sass of a black girl is what was said to me.
What they say?
I'm getting these. I'm an angry white guy, but with the self-righteous sass of a black girl, I believe.
That sounds like a good album.
Yeah, that sounds like a.
So,
that R&B?
Listen, I'm not against. Listen, let me just tell you something real quick, Tommy.
vaguely homophobic, vaguely racist
Right.
tweets on your defense. I didn't have one black person jump into my mentions to defend you.
I didn't have one black person have a problem with my initial
Whoa,
thing.
I was busy today. Why can't I?
But listen,
Can I
Tommy,
take a day?
just so you know, and I'll say it right here, I have tweeted this and Facebooked it regularly. I don't want any of my dumb fuck fans on my defense, and I repeatedly say this, and I'll say it again because somebody's saying it to you,
So then
I'm
why aren't
against.
you more careful about what you put out there? I get being against hashtag activism. I actually think that that's noble.
Right.
I think that it can
Right.
be really ineffective. I just think that the methodology is flawed. I think you're inspiring.
But I think
the
what I
wrong
wrote
message.
initially was pretty good. Like, I don't think it was
Well, yeah,
bad.
because actually it's a little bit unclear. Because what you say, it sounds like you're saying whoever invented the All Lives Matter hashtag should be beaten with the purple, bloodied corpse or bloated corpse of whoever invented the first.
I was saying
He
the
is a
words.
poet. He
I was
is
saying
a
the
poet.
words with you as you said it.
He is
I
a
was
poet.
mouthing them like a play I wrote. Yeah, I despise hashtag activism with all my heart. And by the way, all lives matter. That's fucking
I have a
ridiculous.
question, Kurt.
Well, it doesn't matter because they're talking to presidential candidates right now.
Let me just give you a little bit of a lesson in how hashtag activism works, specifically when it's initiated by black women.
Okay.
So last year, Feminista Jones, whose name I'm sure you've never heard but should have.
I know her.
Are you kidding me?
I'm related to her.
We dated for 3 months.
So we're talking about erasure, and we're talking about people appropriating, right? So she has been organizing against street harassment for a very long time.
Like catcalling type of thing?
A hashtag, yes.
Okay.
A hashtag called You Okay Sis. As in, you're walking down the street, you see a woman being approached by a man in a threatening way. You say, "You okay, sis?" That's how it started, okay?
Yeah.
That was appropriated and turned into a viral video starring, I don't want to say white because I don't know her race.
She's a Jew. We tried to get her. She canceled.
Oh, yeah, the
We
Jewish
were going to
girl.
get her.
Oh, yeah.
Right? She also organized the national moment of silence last summer after the Ferguson murder, and it inspired people all over the country to get together and organize for change.
Oh, that's great.
In their communities, on their own
Oh,
terms.
I'm for that, buddy.
So that is how hashtag activism works.
Okay, but here's the problem.
Kurt,
Yeah.
When you, Kurt, as a white man,
You do
are
sound sassy,
attacking
by the way.
He's barely white, by the
queer
way.
women, excuse me. When you attack what black queer women are doing, and you use really violent imagery to cut it down, like be beaten with the bloody, bloated corpse,
Right.
you're not doing anything to change the culture for good. And I think that's ultimately what you were trying to inspire. You're trying to get people to think. I just think that your methodology is severely flawed.
Well, here's what I was
He's
trying
not
to do.
perfect. I'll give you that.
Kurt,
Here's-
I just want
yeah.
to say something right now.
Right.
I think Tommy's winning the argument. I think he's
Well, you're wearing a goddamn T-shirt. We'll get you a new one.
Tommy, would you like to do a
I don't see
First of
anything.
all, I
I
got
don't
a
see
real
anything
problem.
in this that says what you said, though. I don't see anything in this that attacks white men. I don't see what you're
What do you
saying,
mean
Kurt.
attacks white
Yeah.
men?
You said that as a white man, you
Right.
felt like you were being attacked
Okay,
by the
well, let me
by
show
the
you.
by the thing that
Yeah.
they're saying. But all she's
Let me-
saying is she's
okay.
trying to affirm Black lives and let and
Oh.
force the government to respect the fact that our lives are worth the same as yours. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm
if
for
you're
that. I'm for that.
yeah, but
100%.
so then why are you angry?
Yeah, you're
Because
very
I'm
angry.
not
You're very
gonna get
angry, Kurt.
fucking
Yeah.
cow-
You
First
just
of all-
don't like hashtags. Let's just put it out there.
That
It
was
ain't
my initial
about
thing I
the
said.
movement.
I don't think
It's just a hashtag
Thank you.
thing.
That's what I said to
Kurt,
begin
I don't
with.
think
Yeah,
you're.
but then you can't.
You're
you
not.
can't
You're not.
beat people with bloody corpses of people
But
that
the
came
Kurt's
up with
defense-
a hashtag because you don't like
What's-
hashtags.
what's
I mean,
the Kurt's defense?
Damn.
He wasn't
Use your
tagging-
words, Kurt.
He wasn't attacking a chick because she was black or because she was
No,
gay.
I didn't say that's what he was doing.
He didn't know any of that.
Because I know Kurt, and I know that that's not what he was doing.
I did
But what I'm
not-
saying
I didn't
is,
know who wrote. Listen, Tommy, just so you know, buddy, just
Yeah.
to talk to you is the reason I read what this woman wrote. You know that,
He
right?
didn't know she was black or she was a lesbian.
I didn't know who invented
Well,
this
yes,
shit
and
at
that's
all.
why I said that what you wrote on Twitter was lazy, and then you come out.
Tommy June is right. Tommy is winning this.
Tommy, I have one
Tommy's
question
won,
for
I
you.
think.
Hold on.
Would you like to co-host a podcast with me? I would love to co-host a podcast with you.
Let's wait. First of all, I want to tell you where the bullshit is. Wait, Tommy.
Tommy got you fired, son.
Hold on. Slow down, Tommy. Now, here's an example of this shit that
Are
infuriates
you on the
me.
website? Because I think you're not on the website.
No, I'm not, but
you're
this
reading
is-
some random shit.
Yeah, there's another white guy activist telling me, because, by the way, this is how I know when you're like, oh, it's not directed. That's what I thought previously.
Okay.
Okay? But then I start to read this shit, and no, as a matter of fact, it is. So here's a great one. To work toward racial justice, we need white wounding. By the way, a white guy wrote
So
this.
far, you got me.
Yeah, well,
You're
fine.
not talking about Patrice Cullors, Alicia Garza, or Opal Tometi, the three.
Oh, you're talking
women
about this
that
is some
started
other white
Black
dude who
Lives
wrote
Matter.
this.
Yes, what I have a problem with
I
is
see the
other
knockoffs.
white-
It's the
Listen,
knockoffs.
I expect a black. Listen, I expect the black queer woman.
Feminista Jones. You should have Nikki Kendall. You should have Opal Tometi. You
Damn,
should
he
have
know
Alicia
all of them,
Garza.
son.
You should have all
All right,
of them.
Tommy, you're making me feel bad because I'm black and I don't know them. Stop.
Was that the cast of Sister Sister?
Yeah.
It's a WNBA.
Stop embarrassing us,
Listen,
Tommy.
No, he's talking about black Twitter.
Yeah, he's right.
That's what
He's
talking
right. You
about.
gotta actually go
Is
to
that
the
Black
source,
Twitter?
Kurt, and the
Yeah.
source where these people, not the
What
knockoffs, because you
website
getting
are
it
you
from.
on?
Yeah, you
Huffpo.
can't get mad at the bullshit.
You
Stop
knockoff.
going to
get
Huffington
mad at the
Post.
wrong people, Kurt.
There's
Okay.
a website, blacklivematters.com.
Yeah, that's what you go on to
I
read
just
the
read
fucking-
the whole thing
Yeah.
about
I've
the whole,
read it, too.
Yeah, so I don't know
I
what
don't-
you're
read the
talking
list of
about, dude.
ridiculous
I wrote the
demands.
preamble.
He's not. He's trying to sell shit. He's just trying to sell shit, and he got the. I gave him the response he wanted. But
Hold
thank
on,
you
Dr.
very
Phil,
much.
will you? Where's Dr. Wait, Tommy, hold on. Dr. Phil's going to come in and mediate this.
Yeah,
Because
are you guys nuts? Now, I think both of you are just very passionate about your feelings and points of views, and I really think there's a lot of parallels
Maybe we should just,
here.
meet in a dimly lit bar and see what happens. Kurt.
Shit. I think that's either a challenge to fight you or fuck you. I don't know what he's trying to say.
First of all,
either way, I'll be there
please
pushing your butt.
clarify, Tommy.
Either way, I'll be there pushing your butt.
You know what?
Blue Ivy surprise is what's going to happen.
Tommy, I want to thank you for saying that because you actually got Kurt to feel relaxed. He's actually
This is the first time
his skin is glowing right now.
Finally,
Dr. Phil.
Finally, Kurt is not acting fear-based, but actually he's becoming sexually aroused.
It's a good thing you're sitting down.
Holy shit. I knew getting Dr. Phil would be the greatest move.
No, getting Tommy was a bad move for you.
That was a great move.
This is
Tommy
what the
just
show's about. There's no such thing. First of all,
This is what the show is about.
Number one, Tommy's cool to call
funny
in.
as
And I
shit.
have zero problem with anybody telling me I'm wrong about anything. What I have a problem with is I should feel like, oh, I better not fucking
No, I
put
agree
this.
with you on that.
But that's my issue.
Yeah.
All these points Tommy's saying, he can make all that, and there's shit I listen to. I have no problem with that, but make a
I agree.
point. Don't be like, why would you say that? Like, don't fucking do
What's
that.
your point, Kurt? Because I still don't know what your
point
point
is.
is.
The way that you are on Twitter is
Not
so
Twitter, Facebook.
wild.
Facebook.
You're talking about
You're
Facebook.
unhinged.
Facebook.
No, I'm talking about on Twitter how you came at me. I was first of all, context is everything. We think we're like tweeting like these headless, like these disembodied heads just tweeting from nowhere.
That is
but,
hot.
like, we're all coming from places in the world while we're doing this. And I'm not going to bore you with where I was, but I was in a really irritating situation.
What?
And
What
then
were
I
you
thought,
in?
and I was like, this is fucking weird.
Who was he?
Put it out there. But then you come at me with literally 20 tweets a minute.
Yeah,
and
I
it's
do.
like,
He's a
there's
psychopath.
no-
He's a
but you're
maniac.
also- but
You didn't
you're
know I
also-
had a
you're
mental
not being
problem,
very
buddy?
original. You're not being very original because I listened. I had a long drive to the Berkshires in between when
Stop
we were
bragging.
tweeting.
Now you're just bragging.
And
What,
I
you're a real
listened.
housewife? What is this,
but
the Countess?
I had to go to a wedding. It was a long thing.
Okay.
But listen, so I had time to listen to your Ann Coulter episode, and I realized you were just regurgitating points that you had made in that episode to me, like the Dan Quill, like the whatever, Chuck Todd, whatever you talked about. Like, these points that you were making that made no sense with what I was saying, you were just throwing at me because they were in your brain because you had said them 2 days earlier.
I always tell them to pack up those thoughts and get it out of there. You're cluttering your brain with
That
thoughts.
is not at all what it is. Here's the thing. There's one thing that infuriates the shit out of me, dude. Well, there's not one thing. There's a lot, let's face it. But passive aggression shit is like, I just do aggressive.
Passive aggressive.
Yes,
yo.
dude. This is the most passive aggressive sideways way to come at somebody. You gotta
Kurt,
wonder
you didn't give me
why
one
Kurt.
space. That is, first of all, my right to put whatever the fuck I want up on my Twitter.
Yeah.
I can say whatever I want.
Okay. That's true.
Second of all,
Yeah, we all can. That's how we got here.
When you come at me the way you come at me with, like, calling me a pussy and shit, that does not inspire.
Wait, you call him a pussy, Kurt?
Well, I didn't know he was gay at the time. I thought he was like a Boston Irish guy.
At me, I believe is what you said.
Was that again?
Inspired some this pussy just pussied at me or something, and then that inspired a bunch of homophobic tweets from your fuckhead followers.
I don't think anybody knew. First of all, well, no argument with my followers, but listen, there's no argument there, buddy. But nobody knows you're gay. Do you understand that? Nobody.
Well, now we do.
Yeah, now we do because we heard you for 2 seconds.
I'm
but
still
nobody-
not sure.
However, you didn't read my messages because I out myself very explicitly in our exchange.
You had no right to do that, sir. You have no right to out yourself.
But listen, buddy, I don't remember reading that you were gay, but I would never.
You cannot hold against. Well, your followers clearly knew. So
They're wrong.
First of all, dude, my followers are. I can't even think of less of my goddamn followers. By the way, I ask them on the regular if I get in a Twitter thing with somebody. For the love of God, stay the fuck out. I don't need you to jump in.
Yeah,
I
but
can tweet 20 tweets a minute.
You know that's not going to happen, right? You're not living in a bubble.
He does say it, though. He does tell them all the time. I do know
listen,
that.
man, I have to make regular announcements.
I'm not holding you accountable for what some fuckhead, I'm not even going to say his name, comes at me for saying.
It was Sherrod.
I am going to say that I think that you, in your position, could be a little bit more thoughtful about what you're inspiring when you put things out there.
I tell that
And
to him all the time.
Well, listen, buddy. Here's my
Shabadoof.
Shabadoof. Dr. Phil, you tell me if I'm wrong. The main thing I'm inspiring is it bugs the shit out of me when a thing becomes a sacred cow. Okay, and
Right.
all I have, and see, I mean, people talk shit about it's punching up and punching down. If it's a sacred cow, that's punching up. In fact, I don't understand why it's about punching. I never understood that, but I don't believe in this shit because this is what they're saying about the Blue Ivy thing. That's punching down. Don't tell me the richest baby in the world. It's punching down to make a joke.
Second richest.
The second richest baby.
Baby Charlotte. I think we've been through this.
And by
She's
the
a
way,
royal.
Listen, buddy, there's a whole lot of other
She wiped my
things
ass
I'm
with
supposed
Jay-Z
to
money.
take as fucking gospel that I don't. Now, we used to have the white privilege discussion on here that I had with Sherrod many times because I think the problem is way worse than privilege. I think people aren't getting rights they're supposed to have.
Right.
Okay? And to call it privilege means it's almost like a thing that can be taken away. Like, if I'm not being murdered by police, that's not a privilege I have.
Right. That's my right to walk.
That's how it was supposed to be.
Yeah.
So
Well,
I
I think you're confusing like legal rights with social privilege.
Well, I
think
read.
that's actually there's a distinction.
Okay, but I read the fucking white privilege knapsack by Peggy McIntosh, as was recommended to me by people like you. Like, you educate yourself. So I read her fucking privilege. By the way, here is a white privilege. Calling it a fucking knapsack. That's white privilege number one. I'll give it that. If you say knapsack, you are a privileged motherfucker. But Peggy, you've read the white privilege knapsack, right?
No, I have not read.
Well, treat yourself. Treat yourself to it. This silly broad just wrote her personal privileges down and declared them white privileges. So here's an example of white privilege for her. This is the whole thing's based on this.
Okay.
This is what all that's based on. She goes, if I have the money, I can move into any neighborhood that I can afford and not be discriminated because of my skin color. That's not a privilege. That's your right.
Yeah, that's rights.
That's not, but it's a privilege. Then she goes, I can choose to be around people of just my race. Well, that might be your privilege, miss, but that's not mine. I live in Washington Heights.
Yeah.
I gotta deal with a mentally ill Dominican trying to fight my dog every day.
He's also a better baseball player than you, though.
He is a good baseball player.
Boy, can that kid hit.
It's all clear now. What happens
If I did have a fucking privilege, by the way, not only would I not dismantle it, I hope I could take privileges away from you and give them to me. That's how much I'm into having privilege.
Kurt is mad because he lives in a black neighborhood.
Oh, it's bigger than that.
No, that's what it is. Kurt is not able to experience the white privilege that is out there. So he's angry at the white people that can.
Where is my white privilege check, A?
And he wants a white Kurt's White Life Matter hashtag.
You want a
That's
knapsack.
what the fuck you want.
You want a knapsack.
Kurt's White Lives Matter, and I want a vacation at Martha's Vineyard too.
I don't even
Damn
have
it.
a knapsack. I don't even have a knapsack.
I think I might have stole Kurt's white life.
I think Sherrod is living your white life.
This
Kurt.
son of a bitch.
That's who the fuck you should be tweeting about.
This son of a bitch is living with his blonde Jew in Midtown.
Exactly.
Upper East Side.
And you're uptown with the cocaine dealer.
That part's cool, but I'm on 167. Dr. Phil.
He said that part's cool.
Enjoy your beef patties up there with the Negro.
I will say they mix it with a bit too much kerosene.
Thank you, Tommy, for bringing that out.
But Dr. Phil, now you've been listening to this.
Enjoy your roast con pollo.
Can you analyze what the problem is? Now, I didn't even know Tommy was gay, too, I'd like to mention.
Well, I didn't know he was gay either, and then it came out right in front of us.
My mother's going to be so embarrassed.
Does your mom know you're gay?
My mom knows I'm gay. We didn't.
Does she listen to Race Wars?
All good now.
No.
It's all good now.
Tommy, are you kind of? Do you feel all this passionate fighting with Metzger? Do you feel a little bit? I wonder if you're a little bit attracted to him.
Of course,
because I'm attracted to Tommy.
I like big hairy guys.
Well, guess what?
Have
I got great news for you? Now, imagine the orange monster from Bugs Bunny.
That's him.
That is exactly him. That is fucking hilarious. That you just said that, dude.
Now, that's the running name for
I've
him
met
on
such
here.
interesting monsters. You can cut my hair and tell me you met such interesting monsters.
It's cool. It's cool. Kurt, don't worry. It's all pink when you go deep enough. You know?
Yeah. Tommy, not me. I have hemorrhoids, so it's a bit on the redder side. Dr. Phil, how would you say we fucking resolve this?
I feel that you guys have really come from two extremes and come together. You've almost done a full circle, and now you guys are finding a common place here, and I like that.
Thank you, Dr. Phil.
That Dr. Phil is on
together.
point.
That place is the basement of the Eagle.
That's where he's
What
going
is
to be.
that?
Is that tonight? Are you inviting him?
I don't know. I'm just saying, if you happen to be there and I'm there.
Wait, where's Tommy from? Where are you from?
He's in
He
Brooklyn.
lives in Brooklyn.
Oh, that's
I
right.
live
You
in
know what?
Brooklyn.
You got to come up on the show. You should have came in studio.
Yeah, why are you in
Yeah,
studio?
why aren't you in studio?
Well,
You know-
I wasn't invited.
Well, we should have
Tommy's new
invited
name
Tommy.
is the go-to gay Tommy.
All right,
Kurt,
Tommy.
I think
You
you
want to
should
Tommy
invite.
for all the info.
I'm going to invite Tommy right now.
I think you should invite Tommy
Yeah,
right now.
we're
I
gonna
think
invite
Kurt just
Tommy.
made a friend.
Yeah.
Maybe a lover. Who
We're
knows?
we don't. Hey,
Hey,
This
Tommy.
is life, man.
Tommy.
You never
I
know
don't
what's going to
say no.
happen.
They're going to end up being
You
a
thought you
couple.
was going to be fighting all tooth and nail with Tommy, and now y'all might fuck. That is beautiful.
you know, a lot of my fights end with fucking. So
oh,
it's not a big
definitely.
deal.
No question about
I
that.
kind of felt like it might end with a
Yeah.
sexual relationship with Tommy, but I didn't know Tommy was gay. So
Face
I
mush
wasn't
is
gonna
a
bring it
face
up.
mush.
A Becky's a Becky.
Said it like 8 times.
Say what, buddy?
We know you didn't know that I was gay. You said it.
Oh, he is sassy like a black girl. That's not wrong.
He is.
That was all about black sassy.
Somebody's been watching Moe shit.
Dr. Phil, what do you say?
Tommy, we love you, man. You were fucking great. This is a great segment.
Yeah, Tommy, thank you for calling in.
No, this is cool. Can I just quote one of my favorite black writers in American history?
Okay,
So
it's not Liza
Thank you
Minnelli.
for
It's
letting
not
me
Liza
come on and
Minnelli.
tell you what time it is.
You could do it. Don't hashtag it.
Don't hashtag. All lives, no lives, whatever.
Is it Rachel's
All right, thanks a lot.
Dolezal?
This is cool. I appreciate talking to you. This was really nice.
Wait, what's the thing? What's the thing you
What
want
are
to
we
say?
going to quote, buddy?
What's the quote?
I just said thank you for letting me come on and tell you what time of night it is. Look it up. It's a very important piece of American.
Well, Tommy,
tell
listen.
you what time of night it is.
If you want to come in the studio, we will make you the go-to gay of the
You're
show.
the go-to gay. That's your
For
name.
sure.
Go-to gay Tommy. With all our information.
And we like. And by the way, I would never have anybody attack
He's
you.
educated. He's very
I would never
educated.
have my
Oh, no. We'll
ignorant
defend
Juggalo fans attack anybody. Come on in the studio, you'll be a go-to gay, and we like anybody that calls in. All those fights I get into on social media are really not to sell merchandise because this is just a thing we made up. It's to have a show.
Yeah.
So thank you very much, dude. I
You
really
rock,
appreciate
Tommy.
It. Yeah. I just want somebody to make a
Yeah,
point.
I appreciate it. Find me at Tommy O'Malley on Twitter. I appreciate the exposure, guys. I can't say it enough.
You need to tweet
I
your
really
followers
appreciate
to
that, man.
leave
Thank you,
Tommy the
Tommy.
fuck alone.
Yeah,
Kurt.
for the love of God, stop fucking tweeting Tommy. I fucking can fight my own fights.
All right,
No,
Tommy.
it's cool. Bring it.
You lost this fight, though, Kurt.
We really
fine.
appreciate it.
No. Listen to me. I don't give a shit.
But that's the best times.
It doesn't
He learns
matter.
from it. He
Those
learns
are
from
funny.
it.
Listen to me.
That's why I can fuck with
Here's
Kurt.
what's good about Tommy. Tommy fucking called in and didn't try to get me fired. So that's what I appreciate. So
Right.
it don't matter if I win a fight. I want to have the show, and I'd like somebody call and go, "Hey, you're wrong." I'll sit and listen to that. I
Yes,
got no problem with
I
that.
agree. That's
I
why
don't
I
want
like
to hear
it.
some
No,
bullshit.
fuck that noise. This is America. Free speech. I believe in that.
Right. So that's all we're into, man. So you don't have to fucking agree with me at all. And I
And
can
Tommy,
see
you
the
know
side I
what?
lost.
You know what Kurt calls his penis? Free speech. So enjoy that.
And believe me,
Have a go.
and Tommy,
Have a go.
believe me, it is free.
Free.
File that one away for later.
All right. So listen, we thought it was gonna be a fight, but it looks like I'm gonna be fucking a dude.
Thank you, Tommy. We'll talk to you later, bro.
Sometimes,
All right, y'all have a
Isn't it
good night.
beautiful
Thank
how
you,
life
Tommy.
works out?
Sometimes race wars is about hooking me up with
bringing people together, bringing
It'd have
communities
been
together.
cooler if it was a black dude
Wait, did I
getting
hang it
some
up or
black
did I-
dick, Kurt.
Well, it makes more sense than I know as a gay guy because now I get it that he didn't
Oh,
mean
shit.
nothing by that.
Yeah, he didn't
But
mean
that's why you gotta fucking talk it out because
You got to talk it
the
out,
Twitter,
man.
the Twitter's not a place to do it.
Am I hanging
The
up on the
Twitter.
phone? Did I hang it up?
Did you?
I don't fucking know how this Millennium Falcon works. Anywho, yeah, that was great. Tommy was great. He came with
Yeah.
knowledge. He wasn't yelling at you. He shut Kurt up, and he opened up your butt cheeks. He opened your butt cheeks up right on the air.
And no, the most amazing thing was he stopped Kurt from yelling.
That's what Kurt needs, somebody to listen to him. That's all he needs. He's like a fucking crazy woman. But with a huge...
Where is Tommy when Kurt really needs him?
I'll tell you where he's going to be tomorrow, up under Kurt.
I think Dr. Phil's leaving.
That was
He'll be
great.
back. Dr. Phil will be back.
That was great.
That
And you
was
think this is
funny.
going to... Okay.
Do I think what?
Nah, as a...
I don't know. But listen, I fucking first of all appreciate the Tommy called in. That's all I want is that.
Yeah.
Is someone to call into the goddamn show. That's the best thing.
Yeah, with
'Cause
some
I have
knowledge.
you could tell me I'm wrong. all
Not
the
just
time.
with emotion and passion, with some knowledge and facts.
And Black Lives Matter.
And black...
Hashtag.
Yeah. No, stop.
Well, nothing matters more than how I feel at the moment.
All lives don't matter. No lives really matter. I mean...
Well, that's the other thing.
That's
So
what
I
we
really
stand by.
don't believe any of fucking lies.
I love your conviction, though. You get in that court and you like, nah, I'm not moving.
If you think your lives matter, wait 100 years and see if anybody's talking about you.
Well, Blue Ivy, somebody might talk about. The great Blue Ivy.
I don't know Melly Mel's daughter. So why would this rapper matter more than any other rapper?
I agree with that.
What is
I don't
Melly-
know Special Ed's kids.
What do you think, Melly Mel's?
Damn, he just put Special Ed on the same level as Melly Mel and Jay-Z.
So what? They all got kids. It's all about children. I don't want to know your kids. Will Smith's kids are the worst two people I can. I don't want to
Yeah, they're pretty
babysit your
annoying.
kids. Your
I
son
like
wearing an
Melly Mel.
all-white Batman outfit to his prom. What kind of
Did he really do that?
all-white Batman costume
What do you mean all
to his
white?
prom?
Who
He
did-
took the
who
Batman
did that?
costume, made it all white.
Why?
Pull up the picture, please.
Who did that?
Fucking Will Smith's son.
What?
Jaden.
See, I don't read any of that
And a
shit.
girl went with him
I
like
just-
this. What are you going to do?
He's Will Smith's son.
See, any celebrity gossip, I don't even read that
Yeah,
stuff.
all
I
white
just-
Batman.
I don't know it. I don't read it.
All white Batman outfit to his prom. It's like, nigga, don't you know what pussy is? I don't care who your father is.
We are all. I am
That's
a
a pretty calm
pyramid,
move.
and we are all. You read his tweets?
He's just expressing himself.
It's like,
man.
don't you know it's everybody else's prom too, stupid? Like the girl you going with.
No, he's not a stupid kid either. But it's like he writes the shit weird because he's trying to be artsy.
First of all, it ain't no such thing as not a stupid kid.
How old is he?
But I don't know. How old do you think Jaden is?
17, 18?
Oh, okay.
He just went to the prom in all white.
Here's what's weird.
He what?
He went to another one in a dress.
That's right. He went to another prom in a dress like Dennis Rodman.
How many
Why are you
schools is he
guys?
going to?
Why are you guys following 17-year-old?
It was on my
kids
TV.
and their
Because
prom?
as my friend Jared tells me, sorry.
That's where the hot titty. What? No, listen. It was on TV. It's Entertainment Tonight, adult show. Access Hollywood,
shit.
adult show. It was on an episode of Cops, adult show.
See, I call that light pedophilia.
Yeah,
What? Like soft pedophilia.
Oh, when you see a kid, when
But
you
if like a Entertainment Tonight's doing a story about a
Okay.
17-year-old,
they
high
wave
school
them in your
kid.
face.
But
Yeah.
if I jerk off,
Like this
Like softcore
Kardashians.
porn.
okay.
It's
Now
like
let me throw this
softcore
by
pedophilia.
you. Let's say I can only get off to I Am Jazz. The show- you never watch that show?
What's that?
That little kid, that underage, the hottest trans teen, Jazz.
No, I didn't.
How do you have time to watch all these things?
Where
How
are
do
you
you not
finding
have
these
time?
fucking shows?
Yeah.
It's on the Learning Channel.
Kurt, you're watching a lot of
I know the Prancers. That's what that show.
underage shows.
That's the gay black dudes,
Yes.
right? Yeah, the
Here's
dance
what I
group.
watch.
That's
I
right.
watch
They
that
was on
show.
Ellen and shit.
We would love to have them on this show.
You know
I
they
watch
would
that
be
show
fun.
that's about the superhero family on Nick Kids. First of all, I don't even watch. I just watch the guide and read Nick Kids. Over
Oh, we
the-
got somebody calling in.
Who?
It's somebody famous.
Yeah.
Let's see what we got.
Hello.
Matt?
Yeah,
We
what's
got-
up, man?
Who's
Matt,
this?
Matt Dillon.
No, it's not.
I don't know. You know white
Is this
voices.
Matt Dillon. Hello.
Yeah, what's up, man?
That does sound like Matt Dillon.
I can name Smokey Robinson in 2 beats.
I believe you guys got a really kick-ass show going on there, man.
Thank you very much, Matt Dillon.
Oh.
Yeah, I just got done filming Wayward Pines, and I'm tuning into you guys about the last 3 weeks.
You
Man.
sound like you're carrying a midget. You
Now,
sound
first of all,
exhausted.
are you exhausted from Wayward?
Got done shooting a goddamn show today, so just was on my way home.
Okay.
I wanted to know who's that girl you got on there, that Caitlyn girl. I like that.
Oh, you like
Caitlyn,
Caitlyn?
news girl?
Yeah, she an intern.
She's
or,
only a girl now.
No, yeah.
No, she's a full.
She's
She's not
a
an
woman.
intern. She's a woman.
Yeah.
She's
yeah,
fully
what's
grown.
your,
She's of age.
what's your goddamn story, man? She sounds hot.
Caitlyn, you
Whoa.
on mic?
Yeah. Hi, Matt. Pleasure to meet you. I love your movies.
I'm becoming a fan of yours as I tune in every couple of weeks now.
Well, you should tune into our new podcast, Cross to Mouth. It's just me and Karen.
I'm not interested in that.
Neither are most of the Racehorse listeners.
Wow. Matt Dillon.
Matt, what are you?
Holy shit, Matt Dillon. Matt
Matt,
Dillon.
what are you interested in?
I can only listen to one goddamn show at a time. I'm not just listening to some of these like young upstart shows, man. This thing's like I like this right here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Matt, why don't you ask her out?
Is that girl? Caitlyn? Is she single or what's going on over there?
I don't. Caitlyn, are you single?
Sort of, not really.
She's. I mean, she's not going to say no to Matt Dillon. I can speak to
Who's
Caitlyn.
going to say no to Matt Dillon?
Shit. I wouldn't say no to Matt Dillon. Matt, are you sure it's Caitlyn you want? Listen, Tommy O'Malley, I got a date with him, but
Yeah, I'm not into no queer guys.
Whoa! Whoa, Matt Dillon. You old school, son.
How long you been in Hollywood, Matt?
He calls a queer
You talk like that about the gays?
He's like, I give him a good smack.
How do
straighten him
you
right
have
up.
a career,
Give him a
Matt?
smack, straighten him right up, I will.
I'll work with them, but I'm not gonna like get all naked with them. Or what.
Yeah, you ain't going to show him your little Matt Damon. I mean, Matt Dillon.
you're not going to show him your little Kevin Dillon, right?
Ben Affleck.
My brother, man, my brother might do that. He's a little loose in the pants there.
Oh.
Really?
not
Johnny
me,
Drama's
man.
loose in the pants?
I'm all in the who's Caitlyn? What do you look like? You kind of red or what?
Wait, he said a redhead? What is that?
What? I thought you thought I was hot. You want me to like? I don't understand.
She said the voice.
Oh, yeah. Okay, my librarian voice.
Yeah.
Your voice.
Well, I've got Kurt's nose, so...
You got what?
She got Kurt's nose,
She has the
Sherrod's cock.
nostrils of me.
We built it with broken toys.
Yeah. We built her out of the parts of dead hot chicks.
How do we make this goddamn boyfriend of yours go away?
Whoa.
I say we just we only got 1 minute left.
Oh, shit.
I like Matt Dillon. He doesn't. If a girl that he likes has a boyfriend, he just kills the boyfriend.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's a good strategy.
Well, he's allergic to avocados, so...
We'll give you an info. You want...
Yeah.
This girl Dillon sounds like a real liberal, and he sounds like a pussy, your boyfriend.
Hey, we just went through that.
That's homophobic.
She has a right to date who she wants,
sir. I had a couple drinks to me tonight. But Dillon, how can you and I get together? What do you say, huh?
Carefully, you sound like a
Yeah.
stalker. I feel like we should meet maybe in public, bring you in
What's the
studio,
fucking
have all
no?
these
It's
dudes
Matt
vet
Dillon.
you.
It's Matt Dillon.
If Sherrod
Celebrities
and
are
Kurt
always role
approve,
models.
then I'm game for coffee.
Matt, how much you give us for? Let's
Oh,
get
God.
down to brass tacks.
How many goats am I worth?
How much is Caitlin worth in goats?
How much, what's your price? Like,
What's your price, Sherrod?
I'll take a goat roti. This is a roti sandwich with some
Yeah,
goat.
you got.
I like
yeah.
roti.
Why don't we start a bidding war?
How about listen? I need some new vape juice.
I sold it for 2 buckets of vape juice.
All right,
What's
so-
the house split on this one? Are you guys taking 50%? Do I get a cut?
Yeah,
what happens?
Yeah, is there an agent I got to talk to, or who I got to talk to set this thing up?
Well, it sounds like Kurt's putting me up for sale, so you might want to negotiate
Listen,
with...
can we sell Caitlin before the show ends? That's what I want to know. Now, let's come to an agreement.
Yes?
What are you willing to pay? $500. Call it a deal.
No fucking way.
An hour?
Yeah, $500.
I won't last that long. How about,
let's slap her around a little after you finish.
Yeah.
How about $125, and at the end I don't even have to penetrate you. I'll just like punch you in the titty.
Oh, that's so much worse.
Okay, how about this? $200. You take her to the fucking Nicki Minaj wax statue. You make it a 3-way.
Okay.
That's my final offer.
With that guy, and yeah, 3-way with the statue, and then we have Gay Tommy in the background.
Yeah, go to Gay Tommy.
Go to Gay Tommy. Full information.
Something. I like that, man. I want to get on that goddamn show, and Caitlin, you and I got to go out on a goddamn date.
All right, Matt, we got to wrap the show up.
We got to wrap it up, Matt.
Matt, thanks for
All right, I'll call in next week. We'll see what we can do about this.
That's amazing. Thank you, Matt Dillon.
Wow, the fans are piling up.
The fans are really okay, listen, we got to thank our guest today, Kurt.
Yeah. Well, I didn't
Mike
win an
Yard.
argument with Tommy, but
Tommy.
I won a friend.
Yeah, Tommy's a new friend of the show. God
But
bless
I
him,
won
Tommy O'Malley. You won us
go
over.
to-
Mike Yard, thank you for coming, nigga.
Thank you. I cannot plug
Nightly
my
show.
fucking
Yes, plug it.
podcast.
Of course you can. Plug it.
Please do.
Yes.
Please, y'all, check out Yard Talk at SoundCloud.com.
Yard Talk at SoundCloud.com.
Yeah.
Yes.
We're working on getting it on iTunes now, but it's up and running. And we also have a Facebook page, Yard Talk, Facebook page group, whatever the fuck it is. We have a group page, Yard Talk. Just look up Yard Talk.
Cool.
Yardy.
And,
What you say, Yard
check it
Talk,
out.
man? What you say, Yard Talk, man?
It's a nice... It's,
Soft talk?
I would say it's
House talk?
it's
Yard
not
talk.
that kind of Yard Talk.
What
It's-
you say, Yardy?
My name is Mike Yard.
Yeah.
It's not Jamaican. I'm not even Jamaican.
It don't
Fucking
matter.
research your gas, goddamn
You're
it.
Jamaican on this show. Judah, thanks for coming, brother. What you got for us?
Thank
Anything
you.
to plug?
I got a new book
Yes.
in stores October 20th called If the Raindrops United. It's a book of drawings and cartoons that I did.
Nice.
And I'm doing a big show at the Village Underground on October 20th, the night the book comes out. Everyone who goes to the show gets a free copy of the book.
Boom!
Yeah.
All right, so that's it. Race Wars, man. We happy to do
Yeah.
this?
Oh, I'm coming to
thanks
Chattanooga
for
this
having
weekend
me.
at Comedy Catch.
Is it this weekend?
It's this weekend.
And so
I'm
you won't
heading
be
out.
back for Monday? Because Monday we're taking
I'm out.
over.
No, I'm going to
Monday is a Race Wars takeover
I'm going to be
of
in Nashville.
Opie with Jimmy. We're taking it over, and Kurt won't even be here.
I got a road gig, man.
Yeah, so I'm going to take over Monday morning, 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. this Monday, right here on this network.
All right, thank you, Go To Gay Tommy. And maybe he could get those actual chicks he seems to know by name. Wouldn't that be cool?
Oh, yes, we got to have him.
You think we could get him?
He's go-to. He's go-to gay Tommy. He
All
gives
right,
us everything.
Let's hope Go To Gay Tommy can come through for us.
Hard to talk with a dick in your mouth.
I know. My own dick.
Love you.
I
Peace.
got
Race
excited.
Wars.
Yeah.
Race Wars has come to a close. If you missed any of it or want to hear it all over again, listen on demand at SiriusXM.com/player. Follow the guys on Twitter at Sherrod_Small and at Kurt Metzger.